Welcome everyone to the PS4 Tournaments Open Series for BB Tag. We're on the NA side of things because earlier we just saw the EU side of things, and while I'm still trying to recover from the heart attack it gave me, I think we're ready to see some North American action. You know, we may have
oh no,
calmed down from this, but check this out. DC, tell me what just happened here.
Well, I couldn't even begin to tell you what happened because everything I thought that was going to happen didn't. You know, in the first two matches of Grand Finals, of course, Eric Cax on the winner's side. He won the first two matches in a blink of the eye. You know, after a little bit of delay to get to Grand Finals, it looked like it was going to end in mere minutes. And then it all went downhill from there, Bonic, you know. Ended up with the 10-game Grand Finals, of course. My boy King Rasta coming out on top, winning. He didn't win 6 games in a row, but he came close. Cax tried to fight back, but then in game 10, of course, he was not. You know, King Rasta was able to come out on top. It was crazy, dude. I think I need like oxygen, dude. I gotta open my window or something. It's just, it's hard. It's hard to think about. It's hard to watch. It's hard to relive.
Hey, yeah. So that's actually gonna put King Rasta at the 3-peat. So our 6 champions on EU are both Cax and King Rasta. They have both gotten a 3-peat at this point. They're tied on monthly Open Series wins. So we're gonna have to figure out what happens after, you know, maybe a little bit later. But we are in North America, which is a little bit different. We have had a new champion every single month.
Yeah, we are nothing like EU here. No consistency at all. Just new people in Grand Final now. Honestly, I think it's like a different kind of consistency because you see a lot of the same players showing up, but you know, a new player happens to win every month. So either way, I mean, I think no matter what happens here, we're gonna see a really, really cool top 8. And let's take a look at what the bracket looks like. Like I said, a lot of familiar faces and even maybe 1 or 2 new ones. Who we got about it?
Yeah, so familiar faces, you know, our Master CJ, Alex. Tempest is technically a familiar face, maybe not to the broadcast, but I'll get to that in just a sec. Razzo Sharp, but a few names that are new to the broadcast, but maybe some people within the BB Tag community already know. There's going to be Malky, Tempest, obviously being one of the best North American players at the game. Chomp Suey is going to be running in with a unorthodox team. I'll let you guys find out what that is when it comes up. Neanderthal, someone I'm very well acquainted with, so it might be a bit too biased for me to talk about them too much. And then HBK Man, who I would just like to point out did very, very well at the most recent Arc Revo tournament in their region. If I'm remembering correctly, they either tied for 5th or 7th, which is a huge feat on the East Coast. So you know, they're here to play. They're already in our top 8 here, so I mean, if that doesn't tell you what it is.
Yeah. So looking at these names, man, we got a 1 in 4 chance of a repeat victory, and of course a 3 out of 4 chance of seeing a new victor here in North America. But Ebonic, why are these guys playing here today? You know, why would you want to play BB Tag from the comfort of your own home in this PS4 Tournaments Open Series? For what reason, man?
It's that money. I gotta be real with you. There's monthly finals, prize pools. Each time we have one of these, they're fighting for first place, obviously. But you know, hey, there's some scraps for the people who were unable to take the crown this month, right? So 400 for first, second 300, third 200, and fourth 100. So like you said, comfort of your own home. You guys can, you know, bask in that glory and enjoy that money, but you have to do so by competing in one of the weekly qualifiers, and you can do so by going to compete.playstation.com, or you can turn on your PS4, you can open up BB Tag, and you can hit that PS4 tournaments button and sign up for a tournament that way as well. Real convenient. You can do it while we're, you know, getting ready to start the matchup and everything right now, honestly.
Wow, so I mean, I gotta be real, Ebonic. If $100 is scraps, dude, call me the king of scraps disposal, dude, because I will take 4th place to $100 with a smile on my face, dude. I'll be real. But yeah, like we were talking about the players, we were talking about the bracket. What characters do you expect to see today in North America? You know, very different than EU. What are we gonna see?
Yeah, so with Alex coming in month after month into these monthly finals, we know one character that is for sure to show up with Alex. It's going to be Kanji. This character has, a very high health pool, but because, they're a grappler, they're going to force you to pick bad options because you don't want to get that grab, right? And honestly, you just got no chance. You really don't.
It's Kanji freaking Tatsumi, bro. I love Kanji so much. The unfortunate thing is, I don't know if I can trust Alex, dude. We've seen him play some wild teams, some wild characters. I expected Kanji last time. We didn't see the Kanji last time. We saw some Blitz tag. Bro, I don't even know what to believe or what not to believe with Alex,
Oh. I mean, we might know what we're going to see as opponent play, which is going to be Master CJ. Pretty much the Heart staple within our monthly series. If you don't know about Heart, she comes from Arcana Heart, which has a unique mechanic called homing dash, which pretty much allows her to move around the screen and cause some incredibly crazy mix-ups. Her B normals actually have armor on it, so if you burst at the wrong point, she will blow you up for it. However, that offense is heavily reliant on the partners being able to stop the opponent from keeping her homing dash at bay, right? So if you're able to negate the partner, it might actually become a lot easier for you to deal with the character.
Yeah, I noticed you skipped the third bullet point there. What's up with that, man? Heart.
She fights for love.
And listen, if you're not fighting for love, you're not really in this tournament, man. So Alex versus Master CJ is going to be our first match here. Top 8 of the PS4 Tournaments Open Series BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle in a November monthly finals, and I'm excited to see what the characters look like. Could be anything. Alex is a man after my own heart, dude.
I think it's really all up to Alex. What character is he gonna play? That's the thing. We can probably take a few guesses at other people pretty easily, right? Get right on the money, no problem. But then we check out Alex and we're like, okay, it's probably Kanji. But what comes after that? Is it Blitztank? Is it Naruto? Is it Yosuke? Is it...
Who even knows, dude?
I don't think I have enough fingers to see, actually.
Can you help
me count with this?
I've stopped trying to guess. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the ride. It's like Christmas, dude. You open a present, boom, Blitztank in your face. And that's what that's what I'm waiting for. So...
I'm not sure if I subscribe to the same Christmas newsletter to get Blitztank.
Well,
under my tree.
I'll send you your present, man, and just be careful when opening it. And looks like our first match is starting. It's gonna be Kanji Yosuke on Alex's side.
Okay, so it is the Yosuke, and we're gonna see the normal Seth Hart from Master CJ. This is where you came up, you coined the term, the Master CJ.
The
this
Master
team right
CJ.
Here.
Yep.
Will that actually end up happening, though? Alex is known to usually be one of our better contenders, right? So the defense might all be there, or we'll even get a chance. First game.
Yeah, I think when you play Yosuke and Kanji especially, your defense has to be on point. Because one, if Yosuke gets hit, he's gonna die. If Kanji, when you're playing a grappler, you gotta be ready to get hit. Your defense has to be on point. You're gonna be blocking a lot,
Ooh, same side mix up on that one. Do a little bit more damage on Heart, but she's still alive for this. She can take maybe one more mix-up if it's a good hit, 2 if it's a bad one. And that was a bad one, and that's going to finish it off.
Bro, man, that's unfortunate. It's Yosuke kind of just running, dancing all around Heart, even though she kind of has equal or superior aerial mobility, honestly.
Yeah, and there was another thing that happened that we talked about in the previous monthly finals, the EU one, was, saving your character. I guess Master CJ just couldn't find a time to get Heart out, and now he's not going to be able to find a time to win the first game because it is over.
Hey, it's over when you get hit by Kanji's dive grab. Come on. Day 1 Persona, man, that's the worst feeling in the world. I remember, day 1 Persona, when I didn't know how to block that, and my friend who played Kanji wouldn't tell me. I'm just like, this is unbeatable. Nothing you can do about this, but of course.
You know what it turns out you do to beat it? You crouch. He cannot grab you if you're crouching. That grab specifically. He has other grabs that will grab you crouching. I don't want to spread misinformation.
That's that's the first trick in the Kanji book. You gotta get that one down before anything else.
Yeah, it's honestly an incredibly scary tool, because if he catches you doing so, you know, like jumping or something like that, he has a ton of time to be able to combo off it, and not just as like an assist, right? Like he can combo off it as a point character. So, okay, so we're gonna be seeing a character change here from Master CJ. It's gonna be the Rachel Hilda, I believe, is what I saw.
Yeah,
so,
that's
I think
very
he's
different.
trying to negate that kanji with the zoning for one, and then for two, he has the stop sign and the lightning bolts to stop Yosuke at the top of the screen.
You know, I believe, man, Alex has been playing kanji for a long time, and if he hasn't seen a couple Hildas and Rachels in his day, then I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Well, hey, look, we've seen Hilda quite a bit just today, even, right? We're gonna see a lot more of her throughout the coming years, I think, of this game's lifespan. But there's one thing that remains constant, and that's Moonsault crossing up in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, bro, Yosuke's game plan is, I don't know what to say about it. It's really very straightforward, and that's the worst part when you get hit. It's like, I know you're gonna moonsault, but damn, I can't block you. Ooh, that was a dirty cross up. Oh my gosh.
It's like we said, you know, he puts 10 points in offense, and none of the other stats get points.
Oh my god.
That was such a good reaction right there.
Oh.
Super recognized. Activated cross combo, immediate Garu activation to be invincible and kill the character. The reaction.
And then we got solo Rachel and already getting hit. Probably gonna pop that resonance as soon as this tech happens. No, gonna hold on to it a little bit longer. If that doesn't come back. Yep, there it is. Oh, the attempted backdash, but it's Kanji freaking Tatsumi, man. What a that's gotta be the worst feeling in the world, dude. You try to backdash, you get drop kicked in the face.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't get away. You're talking about how you sit down, you play a grappler for so long, you know, you eventually figure out how to negate your own weaknesses, or at least fight your bad matchups, right?
Yep.
So
what's the plan now, Obonic? Both these teams didn't fare too well against the Kanji Yosuke. What do we do?
Before I could start, it looks like he's stuck with the Rachel Hilda, which I really don't think it's a bad pick at all, to be honest with you. I think the theory of the team is sound, right? The theory of the counter pick is sound. I believe it's also a team that Master CJ plays on the regular, so you know it's not like it's exactly fresh or new.
Yeah,
but
it's. I think, like you mentioned, and in theory it makes sense, but at the same time, you know, if you play against someone who mains a grappler, I don't think you're gonna beat them. They have practiced against zoner counters. That's their thing, you know. They know people are gonna counterpick them with zoners, so you gotta be ready for that. So I don't know, man. Maybe early in the bracket, but we're top 8. This is Alex we're talking about. I don't know.
I think one of the biggest problems right now has been the Yosuke. Just been completely unable to shut Yosuke down, right? Like, he's chased down Rachel 100% of the time this match. Last match, the same thing. That lightning bolt is stopping her from running around. And got the cross up, was able to hit both characters, but Rachel's going down, and Hilda is living on a prayer right now.
Man, Rachel going down to a lightning pillar. How poetic, truly.
Yeah, taste your own medicine, I guess. Possible reset here? No, okay. Just goes for the full combo. Yeah, when you see that EX pin come down and it restands them, you gotta watch out for the possible reset that the other player might do.
Just threading needle through Hilda's normals, getting in there. And so to pops out the corner. That's better than nothing, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, see that was that possible reset right there.
Oh,
and luckily for Alex, he was completely
bro.
ready for it, and then he knew exactly what he was going to do in response.
That is the secret to BlazBlue cross tag battle. You just can't respect anybody. Combos. Hey, listen, if they're gonna drop it, get ready. Your super better already be pre-mashed, okay? Oh,
yeah,
gross.
well, I mean, hey, Alex didn't even have a reason to respect somebody if he wanted to at that point. Master CJ unfortunately couldn't get anything started, could not stop that Yosuke. Kanji was looking a lot better against some zoning than you ever might expect, honestly. You're talking about how Rachel died to a lightning bolt, which is the thing she normally does to other people. Like,
I think truly though, Yosuke was the MVP of that match. You know, the moonsaults had like a 90% success rate in terms of mix-up. Master CJ is not ready. You know, I respect the attempted counter pick, but Alex was just ready and waiting for that type of thing. He loves when people.
Yeah, I felt like Alex really understood. I feel like Alex really understood the characters and how to fight them, right? Or at least maybe not like fully how to fight them, but at the very least how to shut them down enough that he could just play whatever game plan he wanted.
Bro, you know the best feeling in the world is when you cross somebody up and you hit them while they're walking forward. That's how you know you broke their ankles. You have absolutely mixed them if they're walking in the opposite direction.
Buddy, please call a doctor. My ankles. My ankles. Yeah. My shoes, they were white and shiny before this, but now they're brown.
Well, we had a quick first match here in the top 8. Alex is going to take a 3-0 over Master CJ. And our next match will, of course, be Malky123 versus Tempest NY. And yeah, Tempest NY, that name sounds familiar. Ibondic, does he have any accolades we should know about?
He's quite good. Tempest NY, for those of you who are unaware, has actually already won one of these monthly events, but that was before we started broadcasting them, in fact. So, you know, kind of hasn't. That's one of the reasons why earlier when I was talking about the bracket, we were showing him to be technically a newcomer, right? But this person is no newcomer. Tempest NY was one of the American representatives at Arc Revo, which is the ArcSys official tournament for BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. And he also won the most recent Arc Revo event that happened in his region and is currently considered to maybe be the best, if not one of the best players within North America right now. It's a hefty hill to climb when you run into this player for sure.
So what you're saying is we could potentially have the biggest upset in PS4 tournaments Open Series history, right? Because that's what I heard.
Anything could happen. Anything can happen. I'm not putting Malky out. Malky playing Adachi Yosuke. I actually don't know if I've ever seen them play another character. Maybe Seth. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what you said about Master CJ, dude. And you know, we didn't see the heart after game number 1, so I believe in anything. After EU, nothing is real anymore to me personally.
Yeah, so potential characters that Tempest likes to play, Mika. Mika being one of them. You know, they playing Carmine Mika, you know, things like that, right? So she's actually a grappler with probably the highest mobility in the game, for a grappler anyway. But Mika Missile also allows her to set up sandwiches as an assist or as the active character. And then the reversal action is gigantic, dude. That thing is huge. It's such a good anti-air.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating to get hit by it. It rises so quickly too. It's really easy to like just barely clip you out of the air, and then you know, well, there goes my offense or whatever I was setting up. Maybe my assist in the back might get clipped, but just a great grappler all around. I think I'm really excited. I hope that he plays this character, honestly.
Yeah, well, it could be a toss-up. You know, he plays Carmine Mika, he plays Yang Mika, he plays Narukami Adachi, he plays pretty much every character in the game. I would not be surprised if he randomly just busted out the Neapolitan Weiss team right now. You know, like I like, yeah, okay.
I mean, I think I'd still be surprised, but I'd like to see it. I think I'd like to see it.
Okay, so it's actually going to be the Yang Carmine team. So this team has what I would say a similar game plan to the Mika Carmine team, which is this team has an inescapable, unblockable setup that, if done correctly, is exactly as stated. You know, inescapable, right? Mm-hmm. So that's one of the big win conditions for the team. Obviously, both characters are incredibly strong by themselves as well, but dealing with Adachi is always difficult if you aren't able to catch him at round start, which Tempest has done.
Yeah, that's the hardest part is locking down Adachi. If he gets full screen, all of a sudden you got lasers in your face, and that's what you're talking about. I love these Carmine sets.
That's an inescapable, unblockable setup right there. So if you get knocked down in that way, you actually just kind of get hit and you're done. Oh, Yosuke's gonna take so much damage here.
100% baited that burst. Yosuke, is he dead?
Nice. Oh, but he took 12k meterless.
12k, well, no meter necessary. The point is, Malky's team is bleeding here. How do we run this one back? That's a lot of ground to cover.
Hey, if you just never get hit and you keep your health above 0, you'll win eventually, right?
Every matchup is so easy when you never get hit, dude. I'm telling you.
But unfortunately for Yosuke, going down already. Then the cross up right there on incoming. That is one of the scariest and most checkmate type situations that this game has to offer, is the incoming character. You can always set them up into the most hellacious thing you can think of because they're at the mercy of just falling down into the screen.
It's so strong they had to add delay incoming, and delay incoming honestly doesn't even always help you, so it's rough. I really like the little dash under to get the corner combo at the end of that match too. Tempest really showing that he's completely aware of what's going on. My dude is not here by accident, and he's definitely here to win.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So Tempest, actually on their player card, you can see it right there. Arc Revo 5th place. One of our American players got 5th place here at Arc Revo, so easily one of the best players in America, without question.
See, I never put stuff like that on my player card because then if I lose, I don't feel dumb. But can you imagine, but like, yeah, Evo champion, then you lose to like some yellow square online. It's like,
yo, bro, I've just beat Arc Revo 5th place. Let's go.
Game number 2. I think Malky, I still believe, but maybe I believe in losing. I don't know. Tempest looking very on point today, and honestly, Malky for a very long time didn't get to play in game number 1.
That was a big drop right there, actually. That negates the possible unblockable setup right there. Unfortunately, he's still gonna have to deal with this mix-up. Yeah, it ended up catching him. It's a meaty, so you can't jump out of that. This is also unburstable damage off the cross combo super, so it should kill.
You know, the thing is, I think after Carmine's auto combo, a lot of people think that, oh, I'm safe, he pushes me away. And no, that instant air dash JA will catch you.
Yeah, that thing is huge. So Yosuke's pretty much fighting for his life. Only on level 1 resonance right now, too. It's definitely looking bleak for sure. Oh, ooh. Especially if that Yang assist hits.
Yeah, Tempest out here just, you know what, dude? You can approach if you want.
Yeah, well, I mean, if Tempest makes one wrong decision, the entire game could change, right? That was a beautiful punch on Moonsault, and he almost got the whole combo.
That was so... Oh, that was hot, dude. I'm sorry.
I would have lost it if he had confirmed in a knockdown on that.
That was just an attractive combo. I don't know what to say. It was amazing. Well,
all right. So Tempest already up too. It's definitely looking like what we were expecting on Tempest's side. How strong of a player he is.
Yeah, it's I really wanted to see some close sets, but Tempest says no DC. You will not get to see that. It's not over yet though. Malky still has at least one more game to play. Hopefully we can figure something out. If not, at the very least he has that safety net in the losers bracket, the relatively new losers bracket here at the PS4 Tournaments Open Series.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've only had what 2, maybe 3 WM brackets. I think it's 2 so far.
2 now, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's not exactly something that's most people are used to when they play in the PS4 Open Series. Well, getting the throw right there. Malky is just unfortunately not picking many of the right options on defense. Yeah, I understand the burst there completely. Wanted to be able to avoid the possible situation, but unfortunately he's going to get guard broken here again regardless if this is done correctly. Oh, or just going to go for damage. No, messes it up.
I think he's well aware. He's sitting very pretty here. Oh, there it is again. Oh, it's gorgeous, dude. Rest in peace, Yosuke. Yeah, it's Carmine in a nutshell, dude. This team was really popular when the game first came out. Also, I'm surprised. Even with all the strong characters that came out, Tempest still rocking this team.
Yeah, this team was actually not something that Tempest played too often within the couple previous patches, but Tempest ended up starting to play this team more often now. I think recognizing, what the strengths led to, right? How much reward it actually gave you to be able to unblockable somebody whenever you felt like. And then, if they wanted to try to burst it, they were just going to die anyway. It seems like a pretty strong win position to me.
And honestly, I'm sure that Yang JC buff was not will also helped a little bit. becoming a real character mid-screen all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, that JC buff actually makes it so that unblockable and escapable situation exists. Without that buff, I don't think she could do it, actually. I could be wrong.
Well, we'll never know as Tempest kind of runs through that match 3-0 without really much to talk about. He will move on to see Alex there in winner's semis. We got 2 more matches here in the winners ace here of the winners quarters here of top 8. Chop Suey versus Neanderthal, and of course HBK Man versus Razzo Sharp. Razzo, another PS4 Tournaments Open Series victor. So there's a chance we might see two victors fight each other in the winners finals. But there's a lot of bracket left to go through.
This is the first time for the NA side that we could possibly see a repeat champion. We haven't had one of those just yet. But I mean, you know, we have to get to that point, right? We have to go for versus Chop Suey versus Neanderthal before we can get to Razzo Sharp and seeing if any of that stuff goes down. So Chop Suey, earlier I mentioned that they play a little bit of an unorthodox team is what I would call it, because you really don't see this pairing from anybody but Chop Suey, I want to say. Yeah. These are characters that you see paired with other characters, but I don't usually see them together. And this is going to be Shie Izuyoi. Maybe is this our first Izuyoi on the broadcast period? Actually,
I feel like we may have seen her once before, but if we did, it was fleeting, not very long. So this should be I don't know. This should be interesting. Izuyoi, a very cool to watch character. I personally like watching her a lot. But no one, just like Naoto, bro, no one plays her. We've had a couple rarely played characters on stream, both in EU and NA today, it seems.
Yeah, so on the other side, however, we're going to see Neanderthal, who plays everybody's favorite, it's Blitztank. So, this is a tank in a fighting game. It's just a tank. It's got a face. It's got armor on all of its attacks. It's got armor on its dash.
Would you say that's a face, or would you say that's more of a skull? Like,
well, I mean, skulls have faces. Right?
You're right. Semantics, you're right, my bad.
But yeah, this character has gigantic lasers. This character has armor on its attack. It's got flamethrowers. It's got a full screen unblockable. The only problem with this character, unfortunately, is it's
the only problem. Yeah, go ahead.
This thing is huge. When this match starts, when you guys see this character on the screen, you're gonna notice how much bigger he is comparative to anybody else in the game.
Listen, you gotta have a lot of love to play this character, especially when, you know, in a game like this where you probably want the smallest hurt box possible, but unfortunately Blitztank is gonna be lighting up most of the screen there. Hopefully, I don't know, hopefully he's got an answer to some things.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what Akatsuki's there for, right? This is a team game, so normally where weaknesses would be a big problem, the strengths start to get shown more, and the weaknesses start to go a little back, right? They're not as prominent because you have that partner character to make it so that these things are not so bad.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you're such a big character, now you got to worry about 2 characters on the opposing team that can mix you up. So it's a give and take. We'll see. I'm excited to see Blitztank no matter what.
Look, I'm just saying that armor, that reversal action, I think Blitztank is a strong enough character. I don't think this character has very many problems personally.
I think a big thing about this character is a lot of people have no idea what the hell Blitztank is doing. You know, if you don't have a match experience, that's a huge deal in BB-Tag.
Yeah, people will run into a Blitztank setup and they'll be like, wait, was that inescapable or did I have done something? And then you'll just be like, hey man, you know, it's on you to figure that out, not me.
And never give up your secrets, man. If someone doesn't know, don't tell them.
And a lot of whiffs right now from Neanderthal trying to catch Chop Suey, but no dice. And yeah, I think recognized that he couldn't catch him, so may as well start doing as much chip damage from a range as he could, right? That is so smart, using the reversal action to parry any of the projectiles so they become ineffectual.
Hey, are you watching what I'm watching? Because I'm watching a Blitztank zone out Izuyoi, bro.
Yeah, I told you, those lasers are serious. I'm telling you, this character's good. This character has sauce.
I think I would drop every single combo on this character, dude. I never know if I'm hitting him or not.
Oh, you would do it on accident. You would be hitting him on accident. You wouldn't even realize that that combo even worked. Okay,
it's a pretty close match so far. Yep.
Yeah, he's been able to get out of just about every single offensive situation that Neanderthal's placed. Oh no, Blitzcrank is gonna die. Yeah, that burst into Blitzcrank was a bit questionable because remember rule number 1: if that character's on life support, you gotta hold on to them.
It's a great mix-up. I guess can actually combo off of that JC like that or no?
I'm not. I don't think he can do it without an assist, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, makes sense.
But not gonna matter. He's gonna get God-handed into the second round as Chop Suey's gonna take the first.
Yeah, honestly, much closer match than I thought. I really thought that Chia and Izayori had the mobility and the damage to kind of shut Blitzcrank down completely, and really Atsuki with no assist, kind of struggling as well. But a very close match. I want to see some more.
If anything, Blitzcrank was actually the MVP there for Neanderthal. Blitzcrank probably put in the most work, which is funny because you notice that the mobility, like you said, was the big thing for Chop Suey there. The mobility was making it so that Neanderthal was getting frustrated, couldn't catch Chop Suey, couldn't figure out what way to catch him, so that ended up putting Blitzcrank in as the point character instead of Akatsuki.
Man, this the other thing is this color scheme that Chia and Izayori have. It's hard to look at, man. That's a real problem. Can't block him.
What's the problem with it? What is it?
It's like fluorescent, dude. I can't even. My eyes hurt.
Oh, you're gonna have to get some gamer glasses, son.
Yeah, right.
Your esports.
But okay, we see Blitzcrank zoning out. GA out. She finally makes her way in here. What the heck?
Oh, so he actually, I think he could have actually comboed off that with 4A because of Blitzcrank's size.
Yeah, is that a Blitzcrank only combo?
Yeah, that would have been Blitzcrank only, and that was unblockable. Well, it wasn't unblockable because he picked the wrong normal, but it could have been unblockable. Okay, got the loops right now.
Oh, Blitzcrank my time. Where is his head? Nobody knows, dude.
Well, his head is everywhere, really, if you think about it. That's the problem with having such large hitbox and ult. It is
that
nice
was gross.
toss-up right there. Chop Suey's mix-up game is actually A+, legitimately. I'm just trying to punch Izayori.
Make sure Izayori does not press the button. I'll do whatever it takes. I just noticed that, honestly, Atsuki and Blitzcrank's reversal action are very similar. Is that like a thing from Blitzcamp?
Yeah. So they both have parries. I would personally say that Blitzcrank's parry is better solely due to its size. But their function is the exact same. Oh yeah.
No. Yep. That's when when the screen freezes and you're like, man, I lost this game. Well, that's exactly what happened there. Chop Suey takes game number 2.
Tripped them up, finished them off. Yeah, exactly. Game number 2. So
man,
it's
the Blitzcrank hype, dude. It's draining. Where'd it go?
I feel like the change-up that Neanderthal needs to get the Blitzcrank hype back is probably going to be in the not getting frustrated trying to catch Chop Suey, because that's where Chop Suey's been getting a lot of extra hits, right? And then we know for sure that Chop Suey's offensive game on knockdown is already strong enough.
Yeah.
So I mean, if Chop Suey can keep that up, like kudos to them. They're gonna, advance if that's the case. But that's what Neanderthal is probably gonna have to do. Just kind of simmer down a little bit. Really pick and choose those spots. Getting hit by a lot of meteors, actually, like a ton.
Well, I still believe Bonnet. It's not over yet, but let me ask you a question. Neanderthal, does he not play Jubei at all anymore? Is it like zero Jubei?
Sometimes. But this is probably the main team right now.
Okay, that's fair. I was just thinking about potential counter picks.
Well, it's a little late for that now, as he's already down 3-0, right? So you can't change characters anymore.
You do have the losers back to think about. I don't know. Really, I mean, I'm sure he made it all the way here with good things, so.
Yep, oh, there it is. That was what was supposed to happen in the first game right there. So you're supposed to be able to punish the burst with the Akatsuki assist, but, it was a little different first game. Nice counter, keep yourself nice and safe, but, there's a DP right back at you.
course. Oh man, look. I love how Blitzing just comes down 100 miles an hour, hits the ground, the whole screen shakes.
Oh, there was that armor frames coming in the clutch for Neanderthal, and I mean that's the only. Oh, was looking for the burst. It was nice though.
Yeah, obviously a very smart player here, but I think the amount of ground that he has to cover is just probably not possible at this point. Chop Suey looking so strong.
Find that out. Oh, got the unblockable.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we're probably just gonna get an yep. A burst. I'm probably not meaning to do that, but we'll take those.
If I know Neanderthal, he was probably trying to DP there. Honestly, like if I know Neanderthal well enough, he was probably trying to DP that mix up.
I think the really hard thing is that Izuyoi can float a little bit in the air, so it's much harder for a Neanderthal to time like an unblockable actually hits the ground, or you know, a perfectly timed laser. She can really change the way she falls.
Yeah, it's with those projectile tosses, it can be a bit difficult, but she's out of the picture for now. Oh, caught the laser, and what a reaction!
Oh my gosh! All right, Chop Suey has been getting hit by a lot of stuff. I'll be honest with you, but plus resist level 4. Is it coming though? DP out of the court. No.
Woo! He crossed up.
Crossed him up, and that's gonna be game number 3. The others all taking it by a hair. I mean, listen, that was definitely Chop Suey's match to lose, and he lost it. A lot of spaghetti in that last like 30 seconds, but I mean, I can't take it away. Neanderthal won fair and square.
You just gotta believe in the tank. You gotta believe in the gashunk. Oh my god, I can't believe so. But right there, the mix-up for Chop Suey was supposed to be EX Fireball to be able to catch him, you know, teching backwards, right? But he actually ended up teching into the corner, which is a little
no one does that. That's so smart.
So because he teched into the corner, it crossed up. He was still recovering from throwing EX Fireball, and he actually ended up getting the punish to finish off the character. 2-1 now. I mean, you know, Neanderthal still has an uphill battle, and it's still not looking exactly easy per se. Especially with that conversion, that was super good for Chop Suey.
As expected, the DP coming out. Probably gonna try and get Atsuki out of here soon. Hopefully. There it is.
Was just looking for the best time. Was able to get it right there. So Blitztank is tied for the most health in the game at 20k. So at the very least, he can take a little bit of a beating. He's okay to be that actual tank. He's good for the party.
Yeah, I'd be a little disappointed if he didn't have 20k HP, honestly.
When this character was first announced, we were wondering if they were going to give him more than the highest health. We were wondering if he was going to have more health here. Oh no, he raw tagged into the meteors!
Hey, it looked like he had time to block. He just kind of got hit there, but I don't know, maybe he did not.
I'm not
sure. I will say Chop Suey taking advantage of Crash a lot more than anybody. Bro, those were the first 2 crashes I've seen this entire month.
Chop Suey just got a hood perfect. 3-1 right there.
That was a very strong showing. I mean, even in game number 3 where he lost, he was in control for most of the game. Made a couple of mistakes at the end, and Neanderthal was able to take it. But I think for the most part, Chop Suey definitely playing a little bit better in that set. Crash, man, who does that anymore?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, the people who do that, we call them 5C users. But I think the biggest point of contention was, again, just preying on the fact that Neanderthal is going to press either the parry as much as possible or press as many buttons as possible, right? Chop Suey definitely recognized that was pretty much the game plan. And then in the final game, he started to go, okay, you're no longer going to keep doing this because you're afraid of me, you know, stopping you because I've been hitting you out of it every time. So I'm just gonna now use as much offense as possible to not worry about that parry, because you're not going to do it as much anymore, right? And that's kind of how it ended up happening. And Chop Suey's going to be moving on 3-1.
Yeah, these sets are flying by, you know, 3-0, 3-0, 3-1. Even see a 3-1 over there in the losers top 8. Master CJ taking it 3-1 over Malky. Got one more match, of course, in top 8 for you guys. Winter start, I should say. Going to be HBK Man versus Razzo Sharp. And Razzo Sharp are looking to you know, make it to grand finals and perhaps take another victory here in the PS4 Tournaments Open Series. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a little bit difficult versus Tempest, honestly. I've seen those two play in person in offline sets. And Razzo has definitely, taken sets, but it's never an easy thing when you're going up against somebody who plays the same characters you do, Carmine, Mika, etc., right? Mm-hmm. And also when that person's training partner, Fame 96, plays on two of the same characters as you as well, right? Fame 96 also playing Hakumen and Merkava, and so they kind of know these characters pretty well, I would say.
So it's gonna be an uphill battle, you say? Either way, we gotta get there first, Right now, Razzo has a lot of matches before he doesn't have to think about Tempest. So, HBK Man, what can you tell me about him?
Yeah, so HBK Man actually, unfortunately, I'm misremembering the exact placing. So it's either going to be tied for fifth or tied for seventh at the most recent East Coast Arc Revo event, the one that Tempest NYC won, actually. So they're clearly no slouch. They're going to be coming in with the Yang Xie. So, we saw a little bit of Xie earlier. We saw a little bit of Yang earlier. We're going to get that again. If you guys are not yet well acquainted with these characters, you will be by the end of today.
You will be. You have no choice, honestly. So, they're cool characters. I mean, listen, as long as I gotta be real with you about it here. As long as we're not watching a Dachi Yumi, I'll take anything. I'm sorry, man. I respect all teams, but there's been a couple teams where I've just seen way too many times, and this is the team that I have not seen way too many times. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so this is a team that made its mark in patch 1.5. We're in 2.0 now, so it's a tiny bit weaker, right? But it's still really, really strong. Merkava having excellent runaway. Hakumen is just a damage dealer. He does more damage than I realize the game has sometimes. And then these two, they active switch between each other so often that they always have the buff on, right? So their meter gain is incredible. They pretty much always have the meter required, which is good because Hakumen uses all that meter every time he wants to do big damage. Problem being, though, is they're both kind of big targets. So if you actually have like really far reaching attacks or a way to catch them out in the air, these characters struggle a little bit. Like say Mitsuru, right? Her jump A, incredibly strong versus both of these characters because of the far-reaching properties of it, how fast it is, and the angle attack in the air.
Yeah, I think Mitsuru is kind of a cheating example. Probably one of the best air layers in the game, but I get what you're saying.
It's an easy example. I thought, if anybody's ever played this game, they might have seen that button at least.
Yeah. All right. Well, I do see the Merkava Hakumen. I'm excited. One of my personal favorite characters, Merkava. Just a fun character to watch, dude. You better be right. Listen, if you're gonna press the button to try to beat them, especially Hakumen, you better be right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, challenging Hakumen could be a very scary prospect for sure because of, you see that sword. That sword is bigger than he is, maybe, actually.
Unfortunately for Chie and Yang, they don't quite have the arm reach to match either one of these characters, so hopefully they can make up for that in neutral and damage.
Yeah, I think Yang's got pretty strong air to airs, to be honest with you, and really good anti-airs because, after 2.0, they gave her armor on her jumping B, so she can actually air-to-air with armor on it and beat most people who would normally be like, oh yeah, I'm the best air character in the game. It's not actually the case anymore.
Oh man, listen about it. I can't lie about my bias here. Merkava is just the most fun character to watch. He's so cool. Just everything he does is ridiculous. I love it.
Everybody loves the Noodle Boy. He's a precious Noodle Boy who did nothing wrong, and so you want to cheer for him at all times.
Oh, this combo's so long too.
First selection's actually gonna hit from behind.
Yep. The noodles are so long, dude. Another DP's gonna get you out of there for now, bro. A third DP. And
are we sure HBK Man isn't a Yosuke player?
Yeah, maybe it's a Persona 4 thing. I don't even know.
Possibly. All right. So, oh wow, yeah, negating the push block using that glide. Merkava's the only character who can fly like that. So it's a really strong tool for negating push block, which is normally a very powerful move, right? But it's not against Merkava.
Woo, you were crazy, my dude.
Oh no. Probably a dead shit.
Yeah. Oh, the worst way to go out too from shit.
The baby. Oh, and then getting crossed up on your incoming. We talked about that a little bit earlier, how that's one of the scariest positions to be in. And that's why they added the mechanic for you to delay your incoming so you can trick the opponent. The problem is sometimes the opponent guesses right, or maybe they have a setup that covers multiple incoming timings, right?
Yep.
And then it still doesn't matter about the delay. You're just at the mercy of the opponent when you die.
Yeah, it's hard, man. Incoming is really hard, bro. I think we gotta move to like Dragon Ball FighterZ, you know, where incoming is like a whole animation, puts you back in neutral. It's hard, dude. It's really a lot. We've seen so many players just die because their first character died. There's nothing they can do about the mix-up.
Hey, this game is unforgiving. This game teaches you what the real world is like, and it also teaches you the importance of coin flips, okay? It's very important to remember those things.
Yep. All right, game number 2 here. Hopefully this Chia Yang team has figured something out from game number 1, because the hitbox is just so big, dude. What's the plan?
Yeah, I think what HBK Man recognized from the last time was that Yang was kind of the best air-to-air versus character. The only time that HBK Man really took the big damage was when you know, Xie was whiffing stuff. You know, obviously we saw like 8 reversal actions from Xie.
Yeah, I mean, it worked. Well, most of them worked. So. Alright, corner. Oh no! Why did he try to DP through it? Why not just jump?
I mean, DP is invincible, right?
So he got hit. Oh,
yeah, no, you're totally right.
He wants to be flashy.
The best option, if your assist character activates the Yukikaze, is to immediately super jump to get away from the slash, because that slash is unblockable. It is guaranteed to hit you if you are standing within Hakumen's vicinity. You need to get out of there. It's great answer.
Maybe he was doing a normal and he thought he could only cancel with a D. I don't even know. In any case.
That's probably a good point, actually. Okay, just gonna use the push block to stop the meteor pressure from going. Gets Merkava out of there to get Hakumen in.
Oh. Bro, I thought those were meteors. I'm like, where are the meteors? No, those are in this place.
Nah, dog.
Alright, gets a hit on Hakumen. That's good. Gonna waste some of that cross combo meter as well.
Okay. Oh yeah, the Xie pressure is negated by the Hakumen counter. That's another strength of this character right here, is the fact that he has counters. So a lot of your normal offensive stuff that you would do is not nearly as strong because of it. Okay, great push block right there to negate the mix-up.
Yeah.
And again.
Alright, Hakumen getting hit in the back though, but honestly, I don't know, the life lead is not insurmountable, I should say. It's gonna be pretty difficult, but never mind. You know, the DPs were working. I think he was like 5 for 7 on those DPs, so I can't say it was a bad idea, but didn't work that time. And Abraza will move, you know, go up 2-0, 1 match away from moving on this winner's side of top 8.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's one of our previous champions for a reason. He's considered to be one of the better players within the Northern Americas for a reason as well, coming out of Florida specifically. You know, we've seen him at offline events, and we've seen that getting top 8 is not exactly a new thing to Razzo, even outside of the Open Series, right? So the prowess has already spoken for itself in his legacy. It's a hard thing to defeat, honestly. Razzo, I mean, HBK Man is definitely putting up a fight, though. When you see the offensive pressure start, you know, you see the Yang command grab, you see like Xie get the meteors out. It looks really scary, but the problem is I feel like push block really negates this team.
Yeah, especially when you push block and with characters who have reach like Merkava and Hakumen. You know, you push block and all of a sudden they can still hit you, you know? So. See, game number 3 has the HBK Man figured anything out.
Again, I think one of the big parts was the proper decision making on the air dares. Oh, what a great reaction right there from Razzo, using the counter from Hakumen to defeat the burst and get all that damage. 7.4k, and he's gonna take that. Oh my god.
All right. Here we gotta relax with these GPs, man. I gotta be honest with you here. You know, they were working, but now they're getting killed quite often. Oh gosh.
Cross up overhead with the Zontets right there. Hakumen mix up on active switch is super good. And look, all that meter he used, he just has right back thanks to all those active switches. Oh, Vertigo's gonna at least hit Merkava.
I mean, best case scenario, I guess. Honestly, I think Razzo's not too worried about that at all.
Absolutely not with that life, and especially right now, they just got the hit. Merkava's gonna get sniped, or excuse me, Hakumen's gonna get sniped out, but wow, the kidnapping!
I cannot believe he just took his body away like that. What was he doing? Was he like doing JC or something? That was
ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, dude.
He reacted to the fireball and just kidnapped him.
That is disrespectful, dude. He was mid-attack. What an amazing set. Razzo will take it 3-0 over HBK Man, and we'll move on in this top 8 bracket. And what else is there to be said about it?
Hey, look, Razzo had 2 very key reactions that I think were super good for him to be able to make things happen. One was just before this clip right here, where he actually reacted to the burst with a Hakumen counter, right? That did over half of Shia's life. Or it might have been Yanks at the time, I forget which character was in. But it did half of that character's life, and then Yang was in, reacting to this air fireball that's coming up right here.
Stolen, dude. Stolen. Taken away. Just like that W. And look at about 3-0, 3-0, 3-1, and 3-0. What a start to our North American top 8 here. And I think we're gonna see just the way these players have been playing. I think we're gonna see some closer sets. You know, we're getting down to nitty gritty of these very high level competitors. So these are gonna get closer from here. What do you think?
Yeah, that's the nature of going further and further into brackets, whether it be single elimination or double elimination like we see here. But we do have 4 of our upper bracket people rounded out. Now, those matches that you guys saw down in the lower bracket are actually going to end up being off stream. We're going to be doing most of the winners bracket matches for a little bit longer, and then we'll mosey on back down to see how our lower bracket brethren are doing.
Yep. So aside from that, yeah, I think we're going to be taking a quick break before the rest of the top 8 continues on. But guys, do not go anywhere. We'll be right back with more BB Tag action.
Tango really struggling with the solo job.
PlayStation.
Welcome back to the PS4 Tournament's Open Series BB Tag North American November monthly finals. It's your boy DC, once again joined by Bonic Plague. Bonic, what is really good? What's happening? What else is going on in the life, dude?
Well, we saw some previous PS4 Tournament's Open Series champions going through these upper brackets so far, and they have succeeded. In fact, we're going to be seeing one of them here in just a second. It's going to be Tempest NY versus Alex. So Tempest being one of the previous monthly champions, they won before we actually were able to start streaming these, the broadcasting and whatnot. And I think now they want a little piece of that. They're like, hey, you guys are broadcasting these now, huh? Let me show you how good I am.
Gotta get something for your real, dude. You know what I'm saying? You can't just play off stream. If someone wins the tournament off stream and no one's there to see it, did it really happen? I don't know, but I mean, I believe it. But now the stream gets to see it firsthand. Tempest versus one of my personal favorite players, Alex, playing that Kanji Yosuke today. This should be a fun match, no matter what happens.
Yeah, so this may not be the quote-unquote main team for Alex, but this is definitely one of the teams we see most prominently used. I don't know if this is one of those things where Alex is like deciding, okay, I'm going to play this team for the whole tournament this time, because I swear I've noticed that in previous tournaments. But this might just be like I'm feeling the Yosuke. Like the Yosuke is my strongest right now, you know?
Yeah, I mean, looking at that first match he played, Yosuke was looking very, very strong. So see if we can do it again. Tempest is going to be much different than his first opponent, Master CJ.
But the command grab right there, gonna immediately cash out on the damage. Try and put as much on Yosuke as possible, and then try to get him away. So looking for that burst. Oh, overhead.
There it is. Yeah, I thought we were gonna see a 2B there for sure from Yang, expecting that burst. But either way, it gets a hit on Kanji. Tempest once again making this look easy, dude.
Unblockable, inescapable command grab setup.
Just so much going on the screen. It's really hard to keep track of where Yang is when, Carmine taking up half the screen with his blood attacks.
Wow, that's a great hit right there for Alex. He's gonna get a ton of damage. I wonder, is this character gone? Dead to rights, maybe?
Ooh, I don't think so. But
okay, yeah, that's why Alex gets the HD.
Oh, no.
Oh, that might end up being the death of him.
Come on, you forgot about the semblance, dude. You know it's you know who you're playing against here.
She gets angry and then she burns. That's just how it works.
She burns at frame 0. That's the worst part. What she burns. And that is no, he's gonna live. Gotta live with 1 pixel here, but. Gets a little recovery from that resonance, but not really much else to work with here. Carmine just waiting for one mistake. Walk over the blood. There you did.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's Tempest's match to lose, so he may as well take as little risks as possible, and the blood pools allow him to do exactly that, right? Just take very few risks and be fine.
Ooh.
Oh, what a bait! But no, just a bit too far away, unfortunately. Oh, jumped on the chair! Incredible!
Said it wasn't possible, but here we go. Oh, is this enough damage? There's just no way, right? He has no meter. Got one more chance. Good. Oh my god, run up, Jay. Listen, I totally respect that, because in any other situation, I expect my opponent to be scared out of their mind. Tempest, no fear at all. Run up, I think that JC crossed up as well, so he wasn't blocking that. Wow, dude.
Cross up overhead right there. Yeah, no, like you're totally right. Who would just run up and then JC immediately? Like that.
Especially,
gall,
dude. Especially against Kanji, Alex puts out his anti-air command grab very often. Dude, Temp, I love Temp. Temp is a new favorite of mine. Let's go. Game number 2.
That was a really close match, though. That could have went a completely different direction if the parallel universe decided to take over, kind of deal.
Yeah, one thing I will say, in that 2v1 situation, when Tempest had a huge life lead, he actually spent a lot of his life just putting blood on the ground, which may have made it so Kanji was able to get that KO on him.
You know, that's a good point. Not a lot of people might know. Carmine, when he throws all that blood, that actually takes his own health. So, you know, obviously he can recover at certain points, but if he doesn't, big damage right here. Gonna go into cross raid, and that's why the burst came out. Unfortunately, he reacted improperly to it, but nice. The anti-air with the 2A.
Yeah, that was really cool. You know, and knowing the hitboxes and hitboxes perfectly, said this 2A's gonna hit you, and I will not get hit. Wow, Alex, no fear, wake up. Wake up attacks. You know what? My 4A, did you forget about this?
Yeah, you talked about disrespect in a previous match, actually, and no reason to respect, right?
A little bit too far to complete that combo with Haji.
Assist right there to be able to get the wall bounce. It's full conversion. Oh, yeah. He got the blue beat, but he wanted hopefully an actual reset. Unfortunately, he was unable to get it. Crossed up in the corner. The burst gets stopped by Moonsault.
Falls out of the Moonsault combo, though. All right, we got Tempest with another lease on life here.
Cross combo's going to end on that one. Tried to go for the switch to be able to get Yang some health back. When will Yosuke get out, however? That's the question.
I don't think he's been watching his HP. The fact that Yosuke's still in here, man, I maybe want to get him out of there. We really wanted that cross combo. Yeah, give active switch HP recovery.
Yeah, that was a good spot to be able to get the character out. And oh, yeah, nice. Got a few hits on Yang and then watched out for the blood spike. Really good awareness.
Interesting super. Expecting I don't know what he's expecting, honestly.
Well, if the super gets blocked, then the Yosuke assist actually makes him take further block stun, so he can start running up and doing more offense. But no mistake.
Able to burst after the hit with Yang. Was that a hit on block or was that a hit an actual hit? The way when Yang was able to burst out, it looked like maybe Yang got hit, but either way.
I mean, you know, you can burst out block or on hit, so it really doesn't matter, I guess. This could be a precarious situation because he's sandwiched between the two. He tried to go for the reverse action, but no nice. Immediately, gotta go into that. He knows that's Alex's signature character.
Indeed, wow. What a close, very scary match, honestly, for Tempest. There was a lot of times where I thought it was over, but he was able to kind of bring it back from the clutches of death there. That was a great match, though.
Yeah, we talked about Alex's previous big event that was what happened before quarantine, right? Basically the last big offline event that we could see Alex at was at Super TSB, and they got into top 8 with Kanji. This character is not exactly considered to be great. Not exactly considered to be very good.
Very, very a huge understatement. Usually considered to be a bad character, but
and Alex just did it anyway. Normally, Alex's main team is considered to be Kanji Naoto, but other than that, Yosuke is kind of the other character that we see a lot of. Sometimes, we've seen Tank and stuff like that, but...
Well, let me ask you a question. If you haven't played your main team in 2 months, is it really your main team anymore,
Probably not, right?
Yeah, right?
But, maybe they play the team off the open series, some other time. I don't know.
Good blocks on that. Really weird. It's kind of scramble situation there. Tempest gonna come out, not gonna hit at all. It's crazy. Oh.
Big sweep right there. Tried to keep it first safe, but ended up dropping the combo in turn. Got happy birthday of his own.
Once
blocked.
again,
the EX side.
Oh, that's unfortunate, dude. Well, Carmine goes down. We got Solo Yang here. She has the damage to do it, though. I believe.
Yeah, no, that's fair. There's pretty much no time that he could get Carmine out of there either. That was just one poor decision changing the entire tide of battle, and this is what happens sometimes in this game is you can make a singular wrong move, not multiple, just one.
And that's exactly what we saw happen. The happy birthday, really the turning point of this game number 3 here, as Alex will finally take a game on the set. Tempest still 1 game away from moving on to winners finals.
Here, I'll lend you my shoulder. Just relax and lean on me.
Okay, so keep it Tempest on his toes, right? Not showing that you can just take this for free to move on to winners finals. You really got to work for it. And you know, that's the kind of energy Alex needs to bring, because it's getting real close. To the point where Alex is gonna have to get that lower bracket if he's unable to weather this storm that is Yang Carmine. So, and of course, he's gonna be sticking with Yang Carmine even.
I wonder if we will see our first game 5 of the day. So far, every set has been either a 3-0 or a 3-1. Let's see if it ends again for this set in a similar fashion, or will Alex fight back and secure game number 5? I mean, I don't even know how to call it, dude. It can definitely go either way here.
Yeah, especially with the way Alex was picking off the assists like that last game, and I think that's what he tried right there with that moonsault. Was he was like, okay, I'm specifically looking to be able to stop your offense by hitting the assist with this one, if possible.
Oh, that was that optimal? Was that
it's pretty much just for the knockdown, because he's already used all the hit stun, thanks to the Carmine combo.
That makes sense.
Oof, caught the raw tag though.
And once again, Kanji finds himself stuck in the corner here. Great blocks on the low air dash overhead DP. What? Did he hit it? Oh, he must have hit it with armor and then cancel into EX.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. So because Kanji's is a counter reversal action, even if you hit it and go through it with your own invincibility, he will be invincible until he can act. So that means he's either, you know, it's either his turn depending on what you did, or, you know, he's at least able to block.
Yeah, that goes for any DP. That's if your DP gets activated, you can never get punished, or unless you're Chie, I think.
There's a very specific set of circumstances that it's possible to happen, but yeah. Okay, knockdown right there. Yeah, he's got a lot of bar to be able to push block, and Kanji's kind of bleeding life. I wonder how he's going to be able to use his resources here. Okay, gets Kanji out. I mean, hey, it's the way to go.
Yeah, you know, honestly, watching his last few matches, I feel like Alex is a Yosuke player for sure, dude. He's got the moonsaults down. He's got the moonsaults, you know, moonsaults. All the Yosuke stuff.
Yeah. He's got moonsaults. He's got moonsaults. He's got the chair. He's got moonsault.
All right, well, 10K coming out from that cross combo, or sorry, the double super combo, I should say. We got solo Carmine. It's gonna be difficult because every time he attacks, you know, those blood attacks will drain his own HP. It's a daddy Yosuke though.
I don't know if that health degeneration, if you will matter to him, because he's in level 4 resonance. He gains all that health back in a second.
That's true, yeah, but that chip damage, of course, getting caught low. Tempest is going to take a 3-1 over Alex. Great set from our two competitors, but Tempest, like you mentioned, just one of the NA gods, truly.
Yeah, I mean, if I feel like Tempest might be the best NA player right now, but hard to say, you know, with the regions separated and things like that due to the online nature of things. But if he's not the best, he's very clearly up there, right? Alex put up a really strong fight though. Was able to, you know, get down that Yang as we saw right here. But the problem was Carmine proved to be, you know, kind of a difficult character to run away from. Ran directly into that blood field, killing Yosuke because he bounced off with the moonsault. Then after.
That's what you get for moonsaulting, dude. Maybe you shouldn't press the button every once in a while, you know?
It's my ninja way.
Yep. These Yosuke players, dude. They just can't stop. They can't help themselves. They'll moonsault off a cliff, dude, I swear. Alright, well, we got one of our players set for winners finals. We're gonna have our next two players, Chop Suey and Razzo, fighting it out to see who gets to play Tempest in winners. And losers bracket is yeah, there we go. Still moving along.
In real time.
Real time updates. I like that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. All right, so it looks like Neanderthal took down HBK Man. Is going to be fighting Alex 8721, which that's going to be hilarious. Unfortunately, it will be off stream though, so we will not actually we're not actually gonna get to see that. We are going to be seeing Chop Suey versus Razzo Sharp up next. So we have one of our previous monthly champions already there in the upper bracket final. There is a chance we could have, you know, the other one there as well, depending on how well Razzo Sharp does. One thing I would want to point out though is we gave everybody surveys to fill out, and I want to talk about one thing that Chop Suey said. Chop Suey talked about how Alex is his friend, This is a homeboy. You know, they know each other and whatnot. So I wonder if maybe Chop Suey is gonna want revenge on Tempest for putting him down in the lower bracket, right? Like he's just gonna have that fire in his eyes, take out Razzo Sharp, go gunning for Tempest.
Yeah, I was gonna say that he's gonna have to get through Razzo first, and that's that's a tall order. Let's be real. Again, another, like you mentioned many times, we have mentioned many times today. He's a previous champion, and all the previous champions here have a lot of these tournaments were single elim, I should say, up until last month. So to win a single elim tournament, you gotta have like the heart of a warrior, dude. You know.
Yeah,
especially
well,
in this game.
You know, you can only lose a few games. You can't lose any more than a few, right? Like, otherwise you're out of there. There's no second chances in a single elimination bracket. So you got to pull out all the stops. No technology can be hidden, any of that stuff, right? And Razzo has done it. Razzo is one of the few. Or I guess one of the many for NA, right?
Yeah, NA is wild, dude. Come on, I want to see at least a 2-peat. I don't have to print any shirts for NA, dude. You never know what's gonna happen next month.
Hey, I mean, we're just gonna have to see what happens this one, because, I mean, just because we have, my PS4 crashed.
All right, well, I think we still have the backup for you, but we should.
That's cool. No, we got a backup. We're fine. Don't even worry.
Yeah,
about
we're prepared, baby. You know.
Everything's gonna be fine. So already into it and everything like that. I just gotta look at my other monitor. That's fine. See, we're ready.
There is the Izuyoi and Chie, and of course, bless, dude, Merkava and Hawkman. Look at how majestic he is when he flies into the screen. He's ready. So what do you think? What does this matchup look like on paper?
So like earlier, remember what we saw from Chop Suey was a lot of strong ability to run away and annoy the opponent. That's normally what Merkava does, right? He's kind of like the king of that sort of situation. So I wonder if they'll actually be able to escape his grasp, because right now, I mean, Izuyoi is almost dead.
Yeah, I mean, the blocking and the defense is looking very good. Izuyoi blocking the Tsubaki, that's one of my favorite things.
It's like a PCF match, right?
Like... yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to walk as long, so I respect the Chop Suey. You know, even though he's gotten hit quite a few times, the defense is looking pretty crispy.
Okay. Yeah, so knockdown right here. It's really what, the overhead came in. Oh, but because of the hit, the throw was not actually able to connect because she was still in hit stun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's going to be getting past that assist from Hakumen.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
And yeah, Chop Suey, nothing has changed. See, the Chie players in the DP, again, it's got to be the Persona 4 special, I think.
Oh, yeah. So, okay, gonna take an eye for an eye. I like that. Chop Suey recognized one situation was gonna lead to a better situation for himself. So, like, okay, yeah, sure, you'll take my assist, but I can take yours. And then I have a far more mobile character, one that's really hard to catch with potential than Hakumen's gonna end up having.
Was that the rare Hakumen projectile cut? I feel like I never see that, bro. It's so rare in this game, right? It lasts for like maybe a half a second.
Ooh, one hit, big damage right there from Hakumen. Thanks to the new air super they gave him in 2.0, they finally gave him that. And that's kind of
that. Why did he need that?
I mean, what else was he doing in the air, bro? He was just knocking you down. Like, that was
yeah, dude. Like, he's just on the aerial. Whatever. Listen, it looks cool. That's all that matters to me. But yeah, I don't know if he needed it. Yeah.
I don't know if I said need.
Yeah, there we go. You're right.
Maybe
I
did, though. Maybe I did.
They gave it to him. I don't know if he needed it. But anyway, Razzo taking game number 1. What do you think? I think that was pretty decisively for Razzo. I mean, it did come down to the wire there, but for the most part, it seemed like Razzo was in control of the match. It was only game number 1.
Yeah, I definitely think it comes down to that old game plan that worked against Neanderthal that Chop Suey employed doesn't exactly work against Razzo, right? Because he meets him at the same avenue. You can jump up to the top of the screen and piss people off with projectiles, right? But Merkava's the king of that. That's what he's been doing since he's been introduced to this game. Yeah. So even though there have been a few nerfs to that style of play, he can still meet you up there. He can still stop that from happening, right?
All right, Chopsy, what is your plan here? Disrespect the Merkaba pressure, I see. Very smart.
Well, it was working out at first. Okay, the throw right there. Hey, that was the disrespect, huh?
Yeah, grab someone out of their offensive pressure. That's one of my personal favorites.
Was he trying to take his burst, or did he just drop the combo there? Because he didn't have a burst to take.
Hey man, it works. It's all that matters.
Okay, he's gonna push block so that he ensures that there's no cross-up situation right here. He's gonna weather the storm in the cross combo.
That was a great cross combo, dude. I love Merkaba's hand, his omnipresent hand just coming out of nowhere.
Noodly boy does no wrong. Demon like, oh, I wonder if that was meant to be a push block instead. Because push block and reverse selection are the same two buttons. So, well, whatever the case may be, that character is going down.
DP's already out, dude. Oh no, it's out anyway. That was strange.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that resonance, that the DP might have actually connected.
Yeah,
well, no, because if he has time to resonance, then it means he has time to block, right?
Yeah,
so.
I guess Agnes has a lot less like recovery than I'm thinking it does. Not like this, dude. He was already mid jump. He used his second jump and it couldn't get out of the way of the Yukikaze.
Yeah, sometimes you get really unfortunate timing. The power charge, so this is only level 1 power charge, so it's not going to be the strongest that Chie can output. But I mean, hey, 9.5k, that's pretty good.
Oh, a little scared to press the anti-air button there. I respect that though. It's very characters that couldn't delay their fall. Oh, and the air-to-air, losing air-to-air against Chie. Yeah, that's Hakumen. That's unfortunate.
Okay, all right. So that's some signs of life right there. If I've never seen one, right? That was pretty close. If it was not for that air-to-air right there, if it wasn't for that Chie jump A, I think it would have been a lot scarier for sure.
All right, well, he's gonna have to get a lot more of those air-to-air W's to take this set here, and I don't know, just on paper, it doesn't seem like Chie should win that. She does have the faster button, but Hakumen has the longer one, so let's see what happens next time.
Hey, it doesn't matter if you don't press it first. That's kind of just how it is, and that's exactly what ended up happening. Hakumen got sniped out of the air for that.
Alrighty, game number 3, yep.
Oh, that's gonna punish it.
Dude, the worst feeling. You see Hakumen charging that slash behind you, you're stuck in DP. Your opponent has not taken the bait.
Oh,
Big
combo drop right there. Yeah, you're supposed to grab the opponent with noodly arms and then you go into the super, but that didn't end up happening at all. Great uses of counters, but it didn't get him out of dodge just yet.
Oh, that was weird. No connection. Just kind of pushing easier back here. Oh, setting up the sandwich. This is necessary though. Is Hakumen just dead here?
You should be. God hand after this.
Okay.
Yeah,
the double God hand. Yeah, I was about to say.
I forgot that was the cross combo version, so that means it's an ant. And I was like, wait, the first one didn't kill. Oh no!
Chopsy looking a lot better here. Maybe it's figured out the answer to Team Big Body over here.
Yeah, this offense is super strong. I mean, Izioe was, originally known to be one of the strongest offensive characters in mainline BlazBlue, right? It's no surprise that she's pretty good at that. Came through.
All right, I mean, great combo, very flashy. It's gonna need a lot more of that. Oh no! Going for a reset, perhaps to beat the burst, but doesn't get what he's looking for. I love the Chopsy staying very, very cognizant. Says, you know what? You're probably waiting for my burst here, so I'm not gonna burst. What's the worst that could happen?
Yep. Chopsy is getting better each match, actually. Just you can see the gradual improvements from Chop Suey so far. It's pretty surprising, actually.
I think Chop Suey's game plan has changed to lock my opponent down. Do not let them press buttons, because if they can't, if I don't have to defend, then we're good. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, if you're not running into the situation where Makava is chasing you down and then doing a better job of it than you can run away, then that's not a big deal. But okay, looks like we're gonna see the Carmine Hakumen switch. So, Carmine, well, we've seen quite a bit of Carmine as of today.
Yeah, something about NA players love the edgelord Carmine. I don't know what it is, but
character's crazy good, man. This character's crazy good.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what else.
I don't think he's ever been bad. Just, you know, they added more characters and more good characters, and people just wanted to stop creating their own life, I guess.
You know, when you add new characters, you feel like hey, I want to try out the new hotness, right? And then you realize Carmine's always just been waiting there for you, you know? Oh, overhead on that. Zantet's right there. He's going to get as many pools up as he can for the extra damage. Yeah.
I don't know if that burst damage. It's called, yep. I wonder if he should just let it rock. I guess, yeah, he probably evens out to less damage overall. Oh, never mind. Take it all back.
He has the chance to kill the character. He was waiting for that burst the whole time before he would switch into Carmine, and that paid off beautifully. Basically put Chop Suey in a check situation. And he built all that life back.
Run up DP. Super cross combo is gonna save Hakumen. Still gets hit somehow. Did he get crossed up?
Yeah, he got crossed up because Shie can actually do the DP in the air without like the counter coming out, right? So she just flies forward.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. The call out of 2020, dude.
Normally you would see somebody call out with a counter.
Why did he just super there? That was so crazy. It worked. You know, don't get me wrong, it worked. Wow.
Sometimes your brain has a lot of wrinkles, and you just make the right call.
So we will indeed get to see our first game 5 of the day. It's gonna be Razzo versus Chop Suey. Winner will move on to see Tempest in winners finals, and I'm excited. It's been a great set so far. I love the Carmine switch. Rest in peace, Merkava, but you did your job, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, Carmine was not doing the work once the game plan changed for Chop Suey, right? So because the game plan changed for Chop Suey, Carmine became the better pick than Merkava, and I mean, better might be an understatement. Like that Carmine was doing absolute work that game.
Yeah, but like you said, Chop Suey's getting better every match, so maybe he figured something out from him before.
I think he's recognized that he needs to navigate the Carmine blood wheels, but the problem is that those projectiles can get cut by Hakumen and put him in a very advantageous position.
Yeah, dude, I've seen more projectiles cut today than I have in my entire BB-Tide career, dude.
I feel like it's specifically Easy's projectile is kind of easy to cut, right? It's slow enough to start up,
yeah.
And even the one that comes out faster is still pretty large hitbox, right? So you can really get those sword normals into it pretty easily.
Chop Suey looking like he's got that download on deck, looking very strong in his game number 5 here, but still needs to take out one of these characters.
Ooh, real good challenge on the Demon Leg right there. Got the cross up with the 4P. He may have been expecting the burst, but I mean, he's navigating things pretty well up until that counter anyway.
Good block on the overhead. Let's be real, man. Very few people block that overhead.
You should win a Nobel Prize if you block sunsets.
Chop Suey, man, bro, you were totally correct. This man, every single match, improving.
It's like the Dragon Ball movie. It's when Vegeta was like, he's learning as he fights.
Well, I mean,
that
you make one mistake, and yeah, that's a dead Izzy. Now we got Solo Chi gets caught immediately. Definitely has to pop that resonance if he gets the chance. Is he gonna get a chance?
He doesn't have the meter to kill, does he? Yeah, okay.
Press the resonance button, please.
Oh, no,
please. Oh, I'm so sad, dude. Come on. I thought it was gonna come out immediately. He had a resonance level 4, he had a ton of red HP. Did not matter in the end, as Razzo will move on with Carmine Hockman to winners finals.
It's really hard to want to resonate there. It's in fact maybe even detrimental because Hakumen or Carmine was staring you in the face, right?
Yeah.
So that means if you resonance, you still have to recover from that resonance activation. So if they do that resonance in the face of their opponent, that means they have a chance to mix them up afterwards. So they were probably trying to get away just to be able to activate resonance. That's why you saw like the air backdashes rather than him fighting back.
Yeah, but he didn't even push block. He had a chance to push block right there.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
If he had pushed block, been a resonance activation.
Listen, I'm not here to judge. There's a reason why these guys are in top 8, so I'm sure he had his reasons. In any case, Tempest versus Razzo will be your winners finals, and we will continue to move on with some losers matches off stream.
Yeah, hey, look, it can be very difficult to make the right decision in the heat of battle, especially when Hakumen is staring you down the face and you have no life left. Oh,
yeah,
okay, we got a bracket update. So Neanderthal is gonna fall prey to Alex 3-2. That was really close.
Yep. I mean, as expected, those are both, Blitztank versus Kanji. Sure, that was a very long set down to the wire. So I believe it.
When you woke up this morning, did you tell yourself there is going to be a Blitztank versus Kanji mirror in this bracket that I'm commentating today?
Listen, I tell myself that every single morning in hopes that it's going to happen. So, man, in any case, guys, yeah, we're going to be taking a quick break before our winners finals and our continued losers bracket matches here in top 8. But please do not go anywhere. We'll be right back with more action.
The October European Monthly Finals for BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle saw some familiar faces and the same high-level gameplay. Our first double elimination bracket brought even more excitement because players got a second chance to fight back to the grand final through the lower bracket if they drop a match. The day started out with former 3-peat champion Cax taking down Zero Raziel with a 3-0. From there, we saw Kishi defeat Zavid in another 3-0 to set up the second round Cax versus Kishi's showdown. Next up was September champ King Rasta, who continued his regal hot streak with a 3-0 win over Retro Monkey Sage. To finish up the quarterfinals, Jaju Kikuja J sent Tsubasa Knight to the lower bracket with another 3-0 victory. But it wasn't all 3-0s. Later in semifinals, Kishi took Cax to a thrilling Game 5 after being down 2-0, but ultimately, former champ Cax came up victorious with some stellar combos. But Kishi would get another chance to battle back in double elimination. From there, Jaju Kikuja J won 3 straight games to take down King Rasta and send the September champion to face off against Zavid in the lower bracket. Next was the winners bracket final, Jaju Kikuja J versus Cax. Cax showed why he's a 3-time champion, winning in a decisive 3-0 fashion and earning himself a spot in the grand final.
There was a great jump over right there. It's going to be able to get the hit, full conversion. This should do it.
Wow.
Right here, right now.
Oh my god.
The action continued in the lower bracket semifinal, in which King Rasta handed Kishi a 3-0 loss, setting up a King Rasta versus Jaju Kikuja J final in the lower bracket for the chance to fight Cax in the grand final. The two battled it out to a Game 5 where King Rasta took the victory and a chance to defend his title. Then it was time for the grand final. King Rasta had momentum on his side and took the first set in dominant 3-0 fashion. King Rasta continued his near-flawless play to take the second set in another 3-0 to extend his reign as monthly champion.
King Rasta with a 2-peat right there.
I cannot believe this.
Over on the North American side of the October monthly finals, our first double elimination tournament brought fierce competition and, shall we say, scrappy gameplay. We kicked things off with an exciting quarterfinal match featuring Monkey 4012 taking 4-Sword Kirby to 5 games and coming out on top.
Empty jump low, and that's going to finish it off.
Then, Alex handed Master CJ a 3-1 loss.
My gosh, he's just...
Take him to school, if you will.
This Ragnar Makoto mix-up is... It just happens. I don't know why it works, but it does.
From there, we moved to our September champion Razzo Sharp versus Tech Delisai. Tectel, despite having to fight the champion, was able to survive the pressure of a Game 5 to send the September champ to the lower
Is
bracket.
it gonna happen again? He got his jump. Oh
Our final quarterfinal match featured Marvin Pie versus Yo Game Wizard. Yo Game Wizard's near-perfect execution led to a decisive 3-0 victory, however. Gameplay continued with the first upper bracket semifinal, where Tectel came up victorious in a 3-1 set over Alex. Then in our second upper bracket semifinal, Yo Game Wizard's aggressive gameplay and strategic moves proved to be too much for Monkey as the Wiz takes it 3-1, setting up a Yo Game Wizard versus Tectel winners bracket final. After Tectel took game 1, Yo Game Wizard came roaring back to take the next 3 and secure the spot in the grand finals. Heading back down to the lower bracket, where Monkey looked hard to beat, sweeping Alex 3-0 in the lower bracket semifinal. Next was the lower bracket final, with Monkey looking to continue his hot streak against Tectel. Both players had moments of brilliance, but Tectel eked out the victory in game 5 to move on to grand finals. Then it was finally time to find out our big winner. Would we see another champion from lower bracket, or would Yo Game Wizard come out on top? Tectel's hot streak continued, taking the first set 3-1, but Yo Game Wizard and Adachi proved to be a formidable combination, taking the set 3-1 and winning the tournament. Congratulations to October monthly champion Yo Game Wizard on his first monthly tournament win.
Oh
big
no.
damage.
He doesn't have it. It does big damage.
No, he
He
can't.
moves without meter?
Oh, the throw!
PlayStation.
And we're back here with more BB Tag action on the NA side for the PS Open Series. So, we have brought it to an upper bracket final already, and our upper bracket final is going to be consistent of 2 of our previous champions. So we got to know in the chat, guys, who do you think is going to make the grand finals on the winner's side? Is it Razzo or is it going to be Tempest?
This is so hard to call, man. Both these players have shown how amazing they are in the bracket, you know, from the matches we've seen today. Tempest, of course, has won every match, either 3-0 or 3-1. Razzo had a very close last set, so it's interesting to see the chat kind of rally for Razzo. Don't get me wrong, neither answer is wrong, obviously, but you know, just watching, I feel like Tempest has been playing a little bit stronger today, but that's just me personally.
Yeah, I mean, we already know that these are 2 of the top competitors in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle for North America. That's not really a question. So, you know, if people think one way or the other, I really can't blame them, especially from what we've seen in the matches so far. The matches so far have shown when Razzo picks Carmine, it's a done deal, right? The matches so far have shown that Tempest is... Well, we don't know if that Tempest can bleed just yet. I mean, I think they've lost, what, a game so far?
Mm-hmm.
I have to check the bracket again, but...
We're gonna see Carmine versus Carmine here, with Hawkman and Yang, of course, doing cameos in the back. Wow, you know, last month it was all Adachi Yumi, and now I guess it's Carmine month for November.
Yo, it's the spooky that's carrying over from October. That it wasn't there during Halloween, right? So it's come back because it was upset about that.
Well, I don't know about you. When I think of Thanksgiving, I think of Carmine and blood.
I guess with that color scheme that Razzo's using, right?
Oh yeah,
it's a little bit orange, I guess.
That's definitely Thanksgiving for sure. In any case,
Not that green
yeah.
one.
Tempest off to
Right here.
Actually, this is a really close match so far. Can you say that?
Oh yeah, actually wanted to punish that counter attempt, but wasn't expecting that it was going to be the forward advancing EX counter. Was probably just expecting that it was going to be the regular reversal action. So didn't actually end up getting it. Oh, and was just a bit too far away for the sweep to connect. That means Hakuman's actually going to stay alive without issue right now, and he's going to have to find his way out. The question is what could it possibly be? He has no meter.
Man, it's so fun to watch high-level competitive play. This, you know, if you're playing anybody else, as soon as you hit their block, the push block will come out. But these high-level guys, you know, they're patient. They can block. They know their defense. They're confident.
Oh no, the Carmine assist is actually going to make it so that combo doesn't work properly. Yukikaze comes out, but he super jumps.
Yeah, that's the first person to not get hit by Tsukikase today, I think.
Oh, you know, Tempest's training partner is a Hakumen player, so he's gotta at least have some inside knowledge, right?
Oh man, Tempest pressing grab with Yang for some reason. I'm not really sure why. No, not like this.
Oh, okay, so the blood wheel must have already been out, so Tempest was like, I'm gonna block, but the problem was he was not on the air, not air unblockable, so Tempest is gonna be able to kill Razzle's Carmine. He wanted to air unblockable with that reversal action, but unfortunately he had already touched the ground, and that made it so that he was just slim pickings, free to destroy.
Yeah, that was hard to watch because it was such a close, you know, last 10 seconds there. Anything could have really happened, but like as we say many times, you make one mistake and that's more than enough. That's one more than you can make, you know?
Yeah, the thing we noticed that was a bit different for Razo Sharp versus any of the other matches that we saw from Tempest so far is he never once allowed himself to get put in a situation that allowed for Tempest to initiate the unblockable, right? He was like, this is just not gonna happen. I'm not allowing this to happen. And he made sure his mix-ups were on point. Hakumen was actually able to mix up people despite it being Hakumen. The character doesn't really have strong mix-up potential.
Oh, but immediately starting with a mix-up from Karma and Hakumen, like we're talking about, and getting hit by either one of these characters. Actually, all four of these characters, the Death Wish dude.
Yeah, these are like four of the highest damage characters, right? Like they just do it. Well, I guess it's three because it's two on Carmines, but
yeah, I mean, might as well count Carmine as two characters. Let's be real.
I guess he can. You know, I mean, especially with that life bar regeneration, right? You just heal all the life back. Knockdown. That could have been a possible situation for the unblockable, but remember, Hakumen has a counter. He's one of the few characters that actually has an option. Oh no!
Oh no! No! It's gonna be such. It doesn't have enough meter DHC at the very least. You know, it's taking a lot of damage on both your characters.
Oh my god! He's taking like every one of Tempest's bursts.
The bursts are not real. Tempest's gonna lose its Yang.
You get that health back for Carmine pretty quick. Oh, he wanted to set something up because he thought it was going to be delayed incoming, but that was not the case at all.
That's the worst feeling, dude, when you get both your characters hit from incoming. No! What happened?
Oh, no!
His life flashed before his eyes when he missed that DP. Tempest will go up 2-0 over Razo Sharp, one match away from Grand Finals.
Yeah, that one, I'm certain that was meant for Razo wanted the push block, but, you know, Tempest actually didn't press any sort of button, and because they're on the same two buttons, you know, they're both A plus D, it's, well, that's just what happens to you. You know, you try to push block when your opponent's not actually pressing any buttons, you get reversal action, they block, and then they say, oh, got him, GG's.
Yeah. That hurts, man. That hurts my soul because that's happened to every BB Tech player out there. Happened to me, happened to you. I just want to push block, man. I'm trying to DP here.
Yeah, no, it's I can probably recall every time it's happened to me. they're like flashbacks, man. I just can't shake them.
All right, Ebonic, game number 3 here. Once again, these characters just blasted through HP meter. Carmine blasted through his own. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, Razo has been, I feel like, navigating the defensive options of Tempest incredibly well in the previous sets, but then he'll pick an option that ends up getting him hit, right? Like it'll be oh, I tried to DP or I tried to get a push block and something went wrong right there. The counter poke from Tempest. It's pretty good offensive decisions, but defense is in the hard part. And I mean, I guess the same could be said of Tempest since he's getting opened up just as much.
Defense, able to fight his way out of the corner there. Not many people can say have done it.
Oh, great jump C to be able to stop the Hakumen. That actually got him out of that situation. Okay, he's gonna come out, the bombs are gonna get activated. Yeah, he wanted to be able to switch to get Yang in there, but unfortunately, that's gonna end up killing that Carmine. Yang's got the hit here.
Drops the combo. Yep. That's the scenario.
Careful.
Ooh, big damage. No! ET incoming.
Oh my
God.
god! The counter super! No
Dash
Yukikaze for
Oh.
you!
That was gross, dude. I'm telling you, Tempest has no fear. Dash up, either JC or JB. He says, you know what? What's the worst that could happen here? You press a button, I'm baiting it, dude. What an incredible play by Tempest. He's going to take a 3-0 over Razzo and sitting pretty in the winner's side of Grand Finals.
I think it's pretty important to be able to have the ability to bet it all on black, right? To just be able to have like complete and utter confidence in whatever your decision may be. Because if you second guess yourself, a lot of the time there's too much hesitation, and then your opponent capitalizes off that. But never for Tempest. It seems like it's I'm choosing this option. This will win me the game, and there's no other doubt in my mind, right? And it ends up working out so often.
Yeah, it's just, oh gosh. Watching it over again makes me feel some type of way. Sorry, Tempest is going to make it into Grand Finals on the winner's side, as previously stated. Over on the loser's side, we got Master CJ taking over Chop Suey, and Alex, like we mentioned, taking over Neanderthal. It's going to be Master CJ versus Alex.
Okay.
Wait a sec. I've seen this match before. Wait a second.
Where did you see this match before?
This was the first match? What? Bro, this is Twilight Zone. This is the first match we commentated.
That's right, yeah. So Master CJ versus Alex, the very first match that we got to see here in the NA finals for this month. And now the run back is happening. So Alex took this the first time. This was all Yosuke, Kanji the whole way, but Master CJ had to figure out what team meshed to be able to stop that Yosuke from moving. It didn't seem like he was able to pinpoint how he was going to be able to stop Yosuke, right?
Listen, Alex took it 3-0 very decisively. Master CJ was struggling. He switched off his main team, and I don't even know what to say. I think I don't know what's gonna happen. In this next set they play.
Yeah, it's again a matter of team picking. I feel like because obviously Alex has been kind of sitting on one team the whole day, which is pretty rare. Normally we see Alex like moving around, jumping around. We're not entirely sure what team he's gonna pick. We just know it's probably gonna have Kanji on it, right?
Yeah.
This time, Master CJ was the one who switched off. What we normally have seen from them in the Open Series. Normally we see the Heart Seth all the way. There's very few times where a counter pick comes out, or at least maybe not a counter pick, but a comfortability change to another team. And for I think the first time in the broadcast of the Open Series, we saw that for Master CJ. He went over to the Rachel team. I know he said Rachel is his favorite character. Well, let me be more specific. He said Rachel's zoning is his favorite character.
I totally respect that.
So
I mean,
it makes sense that you would pick Rachel, right?
Now that I think about it, I feel like Rachel has somehow became a rushdown character since the first BlazBlue, even though I feel like she was always meant to be a zoning character. So I respect that, loving the Rachel zoning. I don't know though, just rethinking about that first set.
First set was strong. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's gonna be very, very hard. I believe in anything. We've seen crazy in EU bracket, so.
What we saw in EU bracket was again just not of this world. Once this NA finals concludes, I implore you to go watch the VOD on either YouTube or Twitch. Please. It is completely worth it to watch those EU finals.
It was a roller coaster. If anything, it's thinking about it, it's hurting my heart. We gotta stop talking about it. We gotta.
I thought I
no
died.
longer mention
I thought
it.
I died. I didn't think I was.
I think you did.
Alive
I
after
think you
this.
might have. Yeah.
So this is like my hallucination. This is my near-death experience.
This is not real. This is the thing you see right before. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Actually, we're just starting top 8. We're once again in our first match here. Master CJ versus Alex. The run back from the first match of top 8 here now in loser semis.
Okay, so I mean, he's probably had a lot of time to think about this matchup, right? you know, you sit down, you lose to the person first round, you got to make it through losers, and you have to expect there's a possibility of running into the exact same matchup and how you're going to approach it. Now, catching Yosuke is one thing. With Heart, she's got the mobility, she's got the invincibility sometimes as well, depending on, you know, how she goes about it. And she's got the assist set also homing, not just her own dash. So the question is what is going wrong where this becomes the reality?
That's Moonsault. That's the problem. I figured it all out.
You got quite the grudge there against the Moonsault.
Listen, man, I've been playing against Yosuke for a long time. I think I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, Moonsault was not terribly different in P4, was it?
Alright, well, you know what? Master CJ putting up a better fight than he did in the first set, I should say. I mean, the game's not over yet.
And he just hit the Master CJ to punish the reversal action. So.
Bless, dude. He wanted to show at least the new people what the Master CJ is.
Great defense right there. That was super good. But he's got, yeah.
But for how long?
What
for how? Listen, you shouldn't say it until they're out of the pressure. You know.
You know, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, did he try to backdash?
So Seth actually has multiple backdash options that he can do, and what he went for was the backdash and the down, which has, well, it's like less invincibility if I remember correctly, but he stays in place and then he can try to punish it, right? So he tried for that, but the problem was the move was too active, and now he's dead.
That's a good way. That's a good way to put. That's like the end of a lot of these attack matches. The move was too active. Now I'm dead.
I picked the wrong option and I died.
Alex taking game number 1. He's now won 4 matches in a row against Master CJ. Master CJ, really on the ropes here. I don't even. What do you think the answer is? I know what my answer is. Don't get hit by Moonsault. What's your answer?
Well, I was thinking that that was a really good start for Master CJ. You know, you remember it was he ended up getting the hit on Yosuke thanks to catching that reversal action. He constantly had pressure on Yosuke thanks to the mobility from Heart. He was picking his assist timings a lot better. There was like no happy birthdays, and like in I think the first set he got happy birthday a few times. But okay, deciding that Rachel Hilda truly is the wave and gonna go for it.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, Monik, but I'm having flashbacks.
I think that the Heart team is fine. I think it was doing well. I think they're, you know, sometimes you just make a mistake and then sometimes your characters die. This team of Rachel Hilda versus the Yosuke Kanji on paper makes so much sense and seems so very strong versus Alex. But the execution is the important part. You have to be able to do the part that actually gets you the W, and you can't really do that if this is your future.
Oh man, bro, I'm definitely in the Twilight Zone. I feel like I've gone back in time. I feel like all of this has happened before.
It's looking pretty similar, ain't it? Deja vu, is that what they call it?
Yep.
I've been in this place before, higher on the street. Sorry.
CJ desperately trying to fight back here, but his defense is just not looking up to par with Alex's offense.
Yeah, Hilda, once she got in, there's just hardly any defensive options available to her outside of her own reversal action when Yosuke's at the top of the screen. And the reversal action is incredibly slow. It's a huge risk to even try it. Okay, summon in the whole farm. Oh, okay, got the marshlands too with the big toad.
Yeah, man, Tempest, all you're trying is hard. Oh, Kaji DP outlasting Rachel DP. I'm telling you, man.
Off even because of how delayed it was. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be able to do it twice, but it still didn't end up hitting Yosuke a third time.
No, bro. Oh no.
He was trying to kill Kanji. He had a grudge. He was like, I don't care what happens to me, I'm killing Kanji.
I think you can make a combo video of tragic things that have happened in Master CJ versus Alex, dude. That's so unfortunate. I respect the attempt, though. I totally respect it.
I do like that Alex made sure not to move forward in case the super happened again, over and over again. Because if he moved even an inch forward with any other button, with any movement, anything like that, that lightning was going to catch him.
Yeah.
But nope, said, I'm going to send my persona in. If it gets the hit, that's an optimal punish anyway. If it doesn't, I'm safe because I'm at the perfect spacing outside of this.
Well, he has stuck with the Rachel and the Hilda and Ebonic. I'm sorry. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I never give up. I never surrender.
I know you. That's why I'm saying I'm sorry, because I'm not with you here.
I believe in too many people. Might be to my detriment, honestly. Yeah. Okay. So at the very least, got Batman out, right? That's gonna at least put some pressure on Yosuke to not want to moonsault when Batman is out, because you can call the lightning on directly where Yosuke's at. Yeah, just like that. See? Oh my God.
Master CJ has gone to full zoning. He is 100% stay away from me mode now.
This is the game plan that I think he originally envisioned in his mind, and it's doing pretty okay right now. Oh, okay, decides to go in, ending up getting hit by the reversal action, and this is where the tide's going to change.
Do not go in. Not like this. He made one mistake, and now Yosuke's in there, dude.
Oh, I like that. Early DHC to get a full combo off the super. He ended up being a little bit late on the button press, but the idea is pretty cool.
Yeah, do you get more than 2,000 damage? Like, is it worth it?
I have no idea, actually. I would have to see that situation go to the optimal conclusion, I guess you could say.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna get a chance to do that, I'll be real.
Yeah, well, that Hilda's gone. Rachel doesn't have a ton of health left, but she does have some lightning on deck. Unfortunately for her, though, he was close enough to punish this time.
Oh, man, dude. Deja vu. Alex will take it. Alex will take a 3-0 over Master CJ again and move on to losers finals.
Look, it's just like the slides that the production put up set. He's Kanji freaking Tatsu. You got
That's
no
all
chance.
you need to know. That's all you need to know.
You got no chance.
Wow. That was hard to watch. I mean, I can only imagine CJ like, man, Heart not working, Hilda, Rachel not working. What do I do, dude? What do I do here?
When he was just going straight zoning, he was winning. I'm not entirely sure what fully compelled him to want to move in. I could have been not looking at his Lobelia gauge, like he might have been running out of resources, right? And that's maybe why he wanted to go in or something. But
oh, I know. It was the Heart player inside of him. Heart, Heart players are always homing forward, dude. So
gotta do it for love. But there it is. So we now have a proper top 3 here in the November monthly finals. Gotta give it up to everybody so far that's made it to the top 8 and everybody else that's competed so far for the month of November. But we are starting to round out the cream of the crop. It's I can't say it's a huge surprise, this particular lineup of a top 3. Tempest hitting in grand finals on the upper bracket side. Lower bracket side is going to be Razzo Sharp versus Al.
And I just want to say, we didn't do any bold predictions for the stream, but before the stream started, I personally said I thought Alex was going to take it all, and I still believe.
He did. I will vouch for that.
I still believe.
I will vouch for that. Everybody on production will vouch for that. So
if I'm wrong,
Alex
I'll hold it. But yeah, if Alex takes it, that's a victory for me. I'm going to count it as a dub for me too. Me and Alex, the winners of November finals.
So. I did pick Tempest for this one earlier, just saying.
Come on, man. all right, that's fair.
Look, but I mean, sometimes my bets are pretty safe. Let's be real. I'm not a good gambling man. Or maybe that makes me a good gambler. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. I think it's the other way around, yeah.
Razzo Sharp versus Alex up next. So currently on the screen, I see Alex on his actual main team. That everybody says is his main team, that he says is his main team. But is it actually his main team?
It's I don't know what's real anymore, man. Maybe it's just a side team. Maybe it's been a side team all along. Who knows? But it looks like he's not changing. Yep, it's real.
Okay.
It's happening. It's happening.
All right, so we are going to be seeing a different team Persona 4. It's going to end up being Kanji versus Kanji and Naoto Gun. And that's going to be going up against the Merkaba Hakumen that we saw earlier. Surprised he's not starting Carmine. I wonder if maybe he feels that Merkaba's just a little bit better for this?
Perhaps not expecting the Naoto, maybe expecting the Yosuke, and wanted to have an air-to-air fight with Merkaba, but I don't know. Could be anything.
I mean, Merkaba has, obviously, we talk about the neutral arms, right? Those are the lankiest limbs on the planet and would definitely catch Yosuke up at the top of the screen. So, I mean, that would have been, a smart idea, I would think. But here we go. So, this is the team that everybody touts as his main. This is the team that got him top 8 PSB, if I remember correctly. So.
Oh, Merkaba combo is so fun to watch. No one swaying his arms around, and Kanji desperately trying to get out of the corner. DPs the incoming burst. Gonna get a full combo off that too.
Yeah, thanks, Hakumen. You're a real homie. Gonna go to use that assist. Gets the pressure right now. What's the mix-up? Okay, it's unblockable. That's the
Beautiful, dude.
Wow!
Yeah, forced the burst.
Knew he would press the button, then took his burst.
Listen, don't get me wrong. I know it sounds like I'm hyped for Merkaba, but I'm still on Alex's side here. I believe.
Why don't you want your boy Alex to win? This is the time.
Gotta get through those Naruto projectiles. The worst part about Naruto projectiles is that you don't get the cut for breaking them. Oh.
Yeah, that's true, because they're programmed to go away if anything, collides with them, so you don't actually get the, oh, hey, this is a projectile sort of thing.
Yep. Kanji getting a lot of HP back. Anti-air, yeah, air unblockable, anti-air, neutral arms. Misses the combo from the dive or the fly, whatever you want to call it.
This is a lot of life to make up for Alex right now. It's, oh my goodness, well, if you knock Merkaba out of the air like that, it might be possible. Oh, caught him for full screen. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Kanji combos. Beats out the anti-air. It's gonna be a dead Hakumen, yeah. Now we got Sold on Merkaba. Still has resonance though. He's gonna find the time to activate it. Has no push block available.
Oh,
wow,
and then
fights back. No, not even fight back. He bites back, okay?
Yes.
With all his square teeth there. I respect that, man. Like, solid. What do you want from me?
He's got the weirdest looking teeth, man. Don't look at his mouth for too long. He might.
I mean, it's funny. They're pearly white too. He brushes every day, dude. Yeah.
he's got to make room for all the. Well, I mean, he eats people. He literally eats people. So.
Or so I'm not convinced, dude. But I'll take the game's lore for its word. In any case.
He has a grab where he pulls towards you and then starts chopping at your neck.
I think.
What else
I don't know,
does that
man.
mean?
I think he's just nibbling, dude. I think he's just, like, I don't know.
He's like a playful dog, right? Like.
Yeah. Anyway.
Noodle Boy has never done anything wrong.
Sorry, Brad's taking game number 1. Still got many more games for you guys. Alex, not out of this just yet. I wonder if we're gonna see a switch to Yosuke maybe if this second match doesn't work out for him.
I feel like Merkaba's kind of the gatekeeper for wanting to keep Yosuke.
Yeah, I think it'd be hard, but he's just so comfortable. He's been playing it all day,
Yeah, no, you're totally right. Oh my god, he got a full conversion off that. That was super good. It's all red life though. So Alex can actually make that all back up with the proper adjustments. It's just a matter of making that happen. Got a hit. He might actually get that life back.
The knockdown here in the corner, forced to block this.
That was a perfect burst. He was actually going to get unblockable right there thanks to the lightning plus the overhead from Naoto. And so recognizing that, using his resources effectively, but drops the combo.
Yeah, weird drops coming up from Razzle here. Doesn't matter, we get another chance to do it. Adjusted combo route this time though.
Setup time. And he's probably looking for that counter DP, right? And then finally the Sunset comes out. So it's Kanji by himself.
Ooh, yep. Presence. Oh, cannot block the TK. Tsubaki though. Oh, drops a combo, maybe.
Oh, he's got bar to work with. This could very well be the death.
Yeah, only has one super though. It's gonna be enough damage. Yes,
Party
it is.
time.
Party time. Neural hands. Razzle Sharp taking game number 2. Desperately wants to see Tempest again in grand finals.
Razzle's looking good. I cannot overstate that. You know, earlier we were talking about that the Carmine was really putting in the big work in the previous matches, but up against Alex, this could be like a comfort thing. You know, maybe they play each other enough that he knows this is Merkava's the character for me to pick. Merkava is the way I beat Alex, right?
I mean, yeah.
It's looking like it.
Maybe Carmine was just a counter pick for that specific matchup, and Merkava is, you know, all day today. Who knows?
The Merkava Hakumen is definitely looking good. It's not just the Merkava either. Like, the Hakumen itself is looking real strong. And I mean, I guess, you know, that's pretty obvious because the Hakumen has stayed regardless of what other character is on the team, right? It's been character plus Hakumen. Oh? Okay.
Oh,
I don't want to
dude.
spoil this one. I'm not spoiling this one.
I don't even. No, I'm telling you, nothing is real, dude. You can't trust anybody anymore. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My dude is known for one character and says, you know what? No, not anymore. It's time for Labras.
Yosuke Lab. Have you ever seen this before?
Yeah, right? What is
'Cause
this character
I don't know if I have.
exclusive to Persona, bro? Like, I didn't even know she was in this game.
The only other person that I think that still plays Labras is Tekla. And the number of times I've seen Tekla play her recently is very low.
It's actually technically an apology, man. No.
Vanine
man.
still plays? Like...
No, dude. No. But in my heart,
Right. But, okay, Merkava's actually gonna go down. No, wait, I don't know if that's enough damage. Because he's not in Red Act,
no.
yeah.
Is he gonna get out though? Ooh, DP's out. No, gets caught. Only DP is the assist. Who knew Labras was the answer?
It's Labras all along, not Yosuke who did all that work there.
That was the key, dude.
Labras is the confidence booster. Yosuke does the rest of the work.
Yeah, I think Razzo knows this is a wash, dude. This is a very quick game number 3. Just try to catch something with the air super. Anyway, game number 4. What we got next?
Hood Perfect is what we got right now. I can tell you that much.
That was wow. Nothing happened. He just ran through him, dude. Labras was the key all along. I knew it. I knew it all along, actually.
You're a prophet.
Yep.
Is the is what I know. You're a prophet. You figured it out from the get-go. You're like, there's that Labras, I'm gonna get it.
I could have told you.
We put a lot of eggs in the basket of Merkava stopping Yosuke, but
What?
Merkava did not stop Yosuke.
What's happening, dude? What's going on with these counter picks?
He's gonna be picking Mika Carmine. We talked about this team a little bit earlier being a possibility for Razzo, but we hadn't yet seen it. And here it is.
Why now? Why here, dude? If Merkava Hakumen has taken you so far.
I mean, Merkava Hakumen just got washed, bro. Like, what?
Yeah, that definitely happened, but I don't know, man. I don't know anymore, dude. Just play. I'll watch. I'll commentate.
Why leave it up to chance, right? Just pick something that we know is strong. Okay, gonna put him in the blood pool. Oh yeah, you don't want that JC to actually connect on the opponent. You want it to whip so that you get the blood pool.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he actually hit the opponent with it. So now he's gotta heal all that life back.
Calling out or baiting the grab, I should say. Big damage and big life recovery from Razzo. Carmine, the auto combo recovers so much red HP.
Yeah, it's percentage based. So if you're real low, you will get a ton of it back.
Mm-hmm.
There is a maximum though, if I do remember correctly. So it's not like you're able to go down to like 1 HP and then just be full health.
Yep. Alright, Yosuke fighting back though. This is not over yet. Razzo has the life lead for sure. Mine's sitting pretty in the back.
Oh, that Mika missile is so strong, and unfortunately Yosuke is not going to be able to connect.
It was a good idea. I like it. I think in another parallel universe, it should have worked. It could have worked. It did work.
Yeah, in a parallel universe, it definitely. And then in the other 6 parallel universes, he died.
All right, what's that? How good is your defense? Ooh, what the? That was a good block.
Okay, still, wow. Okay, Alex is the defense.
Unfortunately, kind of using all his meter on push blocks there.
Yeah, that is the big problem with getting sandwiched in this game, is that you want to try and negate the possible mix-up and get out, but you use all your resources in turn, and look what it's affording you right now. A possible cross raid, or is he just going to take the heal? Okay, cross raid.
So much. He took the heal too? What are you talking about? You got both.
Well,
So
you take one or both is the idea. But, okay, Shane's going to actually connect. This might be a kill regardless of meter, but he isn't green, so maybe not, yeah.
Oh, yep, able to get Mika out of there too, and that's going to be at the anti-air 2A. The Razzo Classic taking it 3-1 over Alex 8-7, 2-1. Even after that Labris switch, you know what, man? He's a winner in my heart with that Labris, dude.
Unfortunately, your Dark Horse pick has fallen to the Wolves. My Dark Horse pick fell to the Wolves in EU. And now we are left with nothing but our previous champions. However, I gotta give a congratulations to Alex for making that 3rd place victory. Well,
absolutely. With Kanji too, dude. Kanji, Labris, dude. I mean, that's a huge victory for sure. That's a victory for the tier list.
Labris? Like Kanji, I'm ready for it at this point. We've seen it. We've seen Kanji. I've played against Kanji. Labris?
What a character, dude. Well, man, we have got our grand final set. It's gonna be Tempest in the winner side versus Razzo Sharp on the loser side. The run back, truly the run back. These two played in the winners finals, and Tempest took it decisive 3-0. But I think Razzo has learned a lot.
I don't know if I would call it decisive. Maybe the last match, the 3rd match, maybe decisive, but the first 2 went down to final characters where Razzo had actually done reversal action, and if he had not done that or the reversal actions had hit, it might be a completely different story.
Yeah, I guess decisive in the sense of the set count, 3-0, but the matches themselves very close. It was a close 3-0, like they say when they report their matches. In any case, guys, we're gonna be taking it.
I went 0-2, but it was close though.
It was close. Guys, we're gonna be taking a quick break before grand finals, but I mean, come on, what are you gonna do? Stop watching before grand finals? Don't even think about it. We'll be right back with more BB Tag action. Don't go anywhere.
You're really struggling with the solo job.
PlayStation.
It is finally time, guys, for grand finals of the PS4 Tournament's Open Series BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle North American November monthly finals. I know it's a mouthful, but you know, listen, I didn't name the tournament.
And you kill it every time. Every single time you
man,
get it.
I've been practicing. Okay, I've been practicing. Our grand finals: Tempest NY versus Razzle Sharp. Tempest on the winner's side, coming off a 3-0 over Razzle Sharp in the winners finals, but it could. I still believe it could go either way. You know, especially with these characters we got on Razzo's side. What do we got about it?
Yeah, so I mean, typically we've seen a lot of Hakumen Merkava. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but we got to reiterate the strong points and the potential ways you might see Razzo get countered by Tempest. So, you know, Hakumen, obviously the big damage boy, right? Merkava running away to make sure that Hakumen gets any of the chances that he would like, or, you know, even if Merkava gets the hits as well. They get so much meter gain and all that stuff. Another character that we've seen, though, from both of these players, not just one, is Carmine. We've seen them both. There's a good chance we're going to see this character right now. It's got incredibly high damage, strong rush down, can freeze you from full screen, so you better watch those projectiles. And this is maybe the most angsty high school edgelord I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, man, covers himself in blood, and I mean, what else do you need, really? That was my high school experience. Honestly,
yeah, dude. You know, I used to cover my arms.
Yeah, dude. Well, in any case, though, I think this is going to be a wild grand final set. Who do you got about it? Who do you got?
I said it before the broadcast. I have Tempest. As much as I have sat down and watched Razor Sharp grow from when this game started, I have also sat down and watched Tempest grow since when BVCF started. So I have a lot of faith in both of these players and their abilities to win pretty much any tournament they enter. However, right now, Tempest is looking like my pick without much question.
Well, you know, either way, we're going to have our first repeat victor here in the North American bracket.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it. We finally made it, baby. It's not going to be a two-peat, but at least you got a repeat, you know?
Yeah, consistency has not exactly been our motto, unlike the EU side of things. But here we are, grand finals for the month of November. This is possibly the final set. Could get one more depending on what happens, but we are seeing the double Carmine.
Yeah, as expected. I mean, both players, I think this is how the last set winners finals ended. Both players playing Carmine.
Yeah, this is a Splatoon match if I've ever seen one, I'm just saying.
Fate's gonna be everywhere, dude. Do you see a new Mika here? She wasn't in winners finals, I believe.
Nope. Yeah, but we did see Mika in the previous losers final set versus Alex, so, you know, a little bit more warmed up this time. Gonna have Carmine backing 5A in semblance. He's an incredible button. Ooh, plus frames is actually gonna catch Razzo Sharp pressing buttons. Unblockable? No. Oh, West goes for a different unblockable.
Goes for the standard like command grab mixed up. He was so scared to press the button, but he got a full HP. Carmine coming in, it's gonna be hard. Oh, it's caught high.
Yeah, so the way you get out of that unblockable is actually by ducking. That unblockable only catches you trying to jump or standing. But of course, if you duck, you're susceptible to the other command grab.
Alright, doesn't have the meter to finish this. We'll do a ton of damage. I expect and suspect a Resonance Blaze coming out very soon afterward. This tech, maybe a push block.
Might not have.
Wow, no
okay,
fear,
never mind.
no fear
might
at
not
all.
have much of a choice.
I clearly he doesn't care. What is he waiting?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Bonding, please.
I mean,
I don't know what
it's
to
just
think.
so scary when when the opponent's in your face. It's so scary to activate Resonance. Like,
he had the push block. He was on offense. He had the offensive pressure. Oh man, dude, it's tragic to watch someone lose, you know, die with Resonance Blade. Level 4 too. Oh well.
It's really hard to pick. It's when you're in that situation, you're like, okay, I need to get as much damage as I can before Resonance Blaze gets activated, because then I can get the most resources back. And, you know, you want to play that greedy way, but it might be detrimental depending on the situation. We're going to see the character switch, though, from Razzo, so it's going to end up being Merkava Hakumen now, what we saw on the slide.
We're back. Back to old trusty man, Merkava. Yeah, new alarms. Hopefully, get to see some of that in this match. Number 2 here. Tempest 2 matches away from, taking this entire tournament. Ransom not out of this yet, though.
Oh, almost a happy birthday to start that, but
Yeah.
gonna be getting the grab right here. Gonna take as much damage as he can get.
Not off to a great start, I'll say.
Ooh, burst safe.
My guy. I mean, yeah. I was gonna say your number 1 priority to get that Merkava out of here, but he's not gonna get the chance. Aquaman gets DP'd for his troubles as well. What do we do, Bonnie?
He tried to fly Merkava away. Oh, there's a reset right there. Tried to fly Merkava away, but unfortunately he just got caught air to air. The anti-air missile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cross combo activated. It's not gonna kill, but you want to put as much damage on the opponent as possible, especially because it's only your level 1 resonance. His health is hardly coming back.
Oh no, the Carmine anti-air dude, Tempest he's feeling very confident, I should say.
Bro,
gonna
did
be
you
as
see
the
that
game-
solo damage?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying, dude. This character, when this game first dropped, this character was so popular. People were going crazy about his solo damage. It's still good. He hasn't changed, and that's why we see Tempest up 2-0 in Grand Finals. And this is very different. Well, I don't know. I guess the EU Grand Finals did start off like this, but I'm thinking the ending might be a little different.
Hey, look. It looked like EU Grand Finals was going to be 3-0 wash, right? And then we saw a miraculous comeback at the very last moment.
I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to jinx it right now. I want to see more matches. So certainly this won't end 3-0, right? Right, guys?
Oh man, we can only hope. We can only hope.
Game
But
number
here it
3.
is.
Yep, here we go. Grand Finals Tempest, 1 game away. 1 single solitary game away from winning November monthly finals. What do we do here, Bonnie? What's the plan?
Yeah, well, it's really all the keys are in Razo's hands in terms of having to fix what's going on, right? And the key really seems to be out annoy the other person, right? You don't want to be in this situation right here where you're too up front and personal because Yang is gonna put you in this. So he has the chance to unblockable here, and he's gotta go for it.
Oh man, that's hard to watch, man. I don't know what the answer is. Where's the burst? There it is. Oh no, it was a trap. It was a trap all along. At the very least, look at that Carmine red HP. Oh no, never mind. Take it back. Combo
Okay,
gets
he's
it all
getting the
back.
grab here. That's actually pretty important because Razo, he can make the life totals at least a little bit closer here. Safe jump setup? No, just goes for this right here. Okay, what's it gonna be? Nice push block.
Oh, catch him. Oh no, 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 no.
Oh my god, no way.
Oh no. North America,
Sometimes you
please.
just make
Magic
one
Pixel,
bad
though.
mistake.
Magic Pixel, runs into Blaze level 2. Ahmed, please, I'm
If
begging
this
you.
happens again, I have commentated 2 sets today that this should have happened already.
Oh
this will
my
be the
gosh.
third.
It begins. That's how it begins. I burn. Alright.
Carmine away with the 4P from Yang. He's gonna immediately opt for the super.
no.
It's the Resonance version, so it's extra damage, and that's gonna do it! Tempest is your NA monthly finals champion for November.
Wow, dude, I was so scared. I thought it was gonna be deja vu, but not quite. Tempest proving that he's just too solid. He's too strong. There 6 matches in a row against Razo in winners finals and then grand finals, and it was a lot. That was a different kind of anxiety inducing than EU,
Definitely, for sure. I mean, for a moment there, I thought it might be the same level of anxiety inducing, right? Because Razo got that hit right there in Resonance, and I was starting to get real worried that we're gonna see a repeat, but ended up unfortunately unable to get the assist call there. And because he didn't get that, he ended up paying for it with his life.
And wow, there you see the bracket for NA's November monthly final. Of course, Tempest only losing one single solitary game today in the top 8 bracket against Alex. Kanji Mania, the Kanji is the one to do it. But aside from that, a clean sweep to the winner's side. Razzo trying his best, but just not able to figure out an answer against Tempest.
So that was going to be our NA BB tag and EU BB tag, but there's more stuff going on for PS4 tournaments in the Open Series. We've got a newcomer in the fighting game portion of it. We have Under Night and Birth, EXE, Claire. So that's coming up tomorrow. Actually, wow! I just noticed the dates. After that, it's gonna be FIFA 21 and then Soul Calibur on the 2nd of December. So the time zones up there at the top. Just make sure you guys watch on YouTube, Twitch, and PS4 tournaments.
Great. I think this was a incredible monthly finals. You know, as expected, and I couldn't have asked for more. But you know, whether or not I asked for it, I think I'm gonna get some more about it because I think we're coming right back here in December. What is it? What's Christmas? 25th. 3 days after Christmas.
We'll get to show off our new Christmas clothes on stream. All right, that's what we'll do.
I'm cosplaying Santa Claus, dude. I'm going in. I'm going in on the cosplay, okay? And it
I got pretty big ears. I think I can be an elf, and I think I can do that for you.
Guys, we had so much fun today. I hope you guys enjoyed both EU and NA. If you didn't watch EU, please, as soon as we're done, just go watch it. It was crazy, especially grand finals. So that's it for me today. Bonnie, anything else you want to say?
I just gotta say, if you guys want to be a part of this action, make sure to go to compete.playstation.com or open up your PS4 tournaments dashboard to be able to join in on this weekly qualifying action. And if you qualify in one of the weekly events, you can be on stream during these monthlies, just making our brains explode. We'll yell, we'll get hype over everything you do because you're the best, all right?
Absolutely, guys. We are done for today. We'll be back in December. Peace out, guys.
PlayStation